Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Denver, Colorado. Golden, Colorado, that is, Marv K Stadium. I'm Bo McMichael with Adam and Craig, bringing you the WNFC Championship 9 Cup in full effect here in the Rocky Mountains. 85 days ago, they took the field, and now we're going to find out who the champion is of the WNFC. Will it be the Texas Elite Spartans, or will it be the Utah Falcons? With that in mind, let's bring in our two co-hosts, Adam Collins and Craig Chapman. How are you both doing tonight?
Man, I'm great. I'm excited.
And you're excited, and you're great, and I can't ask for anything more. We'll see how everything kind of plays out. When you're looking at this scenery all night, what do you do? What do you do? Well, you just say, hey, I must be in heaven because we're looking at the Rocky Mountains.
It makes me want to move, man.
I tell you what, you kept saying on the trip down to up from up here that John Denver was not right. I'm going to disagree with you. I do believe in the Rocky Mountain High. Colorado is in full effect here. So we have the Texas Elite and the Utah Falcons. So what can we expect? I want us to talk a little bit about the Utah Falcons right now, head by the head coach, Odessa Jenkins. I'm going to let you kind of take that and go with it. Let's talk a little bit about the Texas Elite.
Okay, the Texas Elite. All right. The Texas Elite, to me, the things that they have to do, they got to just come out and be who they are. They have to play a clean game. They got to play assignment football because you got to stop the option. Offensively, I mean, they're so explosive that they're going to score. That's my thing, is that if they're going to put up 28 points.
Okay.
At least. I think that defensively you have to, again, play assignment football because – one missed assignment, one person not doing their job, and somebody hits their head on the goalpost. Craig?
Well, you hit on it. The Texas Elite Spartans are an explosive offensive team, but, don't take anything away from their defense. We watched them play the Utah Falcons the first time, and when we talk about assignment football, they took their assignment and they erased it. I mean, they took a close game at halftime and turned it into a laugher. All right? When you ask what they need to do, protect the football. You don't want to turn the football over in this game because if you give an option offense, another possession and another possession and another possession, your defense is going to wear down. And we haven't even discussed the, altitude factor in this game. If you're out there playing defense for 10, 11 plays at a time, you're going to wear down late in the game.
And that's one thing that we'll continue to kind of chime in a little bit when it concerns the idea of altitude and they're going to get ready for the national anthem. If we definitely have a camera focused on that, we'll get a little loud announcement with that. We got, looks like, if I'm not mistaken, the Texas Elite coming out right now. Coach Collins, I'll let you talk a little bit about the Texas Elite. I know you had a chance to sit down with both teams, and we'll have the whole night to talk about both teams. We're 5 minutes away from kickoff. They're getting ready. They're going to take their helmets off, get ready for the national anthem. We are going to let the speakers blare here with the national anthem, and we'll stay quiet. So hand it over to the Mines College of Colorado. Did I say that correctly?
Colorado College of Mines.
Hey, you know what? Dyslexic is my name, so I handled that real well, gentlemen, based on the day that we had. So I'm going to mute us. Once again, this is 9 Cup WNFC, first annual 2019 championship game between the Utah Falcons and the Texas Elite. Getting ready for the start of November. Both ladies teams are out there. Should be a lot of fun. Sit back and enjoy in the next 3 hours.
are we doing? Hey, while we have this opportunity, Adam, they're going to go to the coin toss. They did what we call a shimmy, shimmy, shake. And so if you get that opportunity, let's talk a little bit about the Texas Elite. Adam, take it away.
All right. I think we should probably talk about the Utah Falcons.
Okay. You do what you need to, man. I'm here just enjoying life, man. Did we already talk about the Texas Elite?
We did.
You know, the details that y'all bring me are amazing. You know, between Adidas and Riddell and Adam and Collins, I don't know what to think here. So, good job.
The Utah Falcons, what they've got to do is they have to stick to their game plan. The last time we saw these two teams meet, they kind of came out of their game plan. They need a game like the one that was played last year between these two for the championship. It was at the WNFC championship. Both these teams came in. The game ended 22-15, I think is what the final score was. You know, they've got to keep it close to the fourth quarter and not turn the ball over. Because if they can keep it close to the fourth quarter, because of where they're from, altitude will come into play. Coach Chapman?
Yeah, and, you know, we talked to the head coach,
Coach Rasmussen. There we go. Rasmussen. There we go.
Very good. And, you know, and he had some very, you know, he was very candid with us about it. He talked about, you know, thinking that their football intelligence is going to be a key factor in that. And he also talked about the fact that, you know, not turning the football over like they did early in the second half of their first game with the Texas Elite Spartans would be, you know, they've got to keep the football. And he also talked a little bit about doing some things that people haven't seen them do and gambling a little bit, which is, you know, it can be good in one aspect, but it can be really, really bad in another. Because if you gamble and miss, the scoreboard flips.
No, that's that thing. But, you know, when we watched the Alabama Fire give the Texas Elite a run for their money in the first half during that playoff game, to me, the difference is that the Alabama Fire came in and said, look, we're pulling out all the stops. We're going to do what we got to do to win. And, you know, I really appreciate that even though they were, in my opinion, obviously outmatched.
Well, who won the coin toss, gentlemen? I mean, y'all got to take us through here, man. I'm an idiot.
We're up here jabbering.
I know, jabbering. Who won?
Utah won, and they elected to receive.
Okay, so if we're talking about keys to the game, they're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance. I mean, the national anthem here. It could be the Canadian national anthem, but I'm pretty sure it's the American national anthem called the Star Spangled Banner. I'm going to let you tell me about a history lesson, but we're going to give it away to you. I'm going to send it off to the world of Star Spangled Banner.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we won, were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
wonderful surprise from the Atlanta Phoenix world of April Chrysler, the general manager of the Atlanta Phoenix, singing the national anthem.
That was April?
That was April.
Awesome.
That was really good.
I know we were all trying to figure out where that sound was coming from. I was like, that sounds like April. And my other cohort, Jennifer, was like, that sounds like April. So we're getting ready to get started here tonight. Got a lot of fun, exciting things for you. I hope you just sit back and enjoy this wonderful 9-cup. Adam and Craig's got a great deal of information to throw at you. We got some instant replay. We'll see how wonderful they do with that. And if I pat the glass, hey, we're the best we can with what we don't have. We will have some wonderful interviews at halftime. But with no further ado, gentlemen, I'm going to let you take it over from the game. We've talked a little bit about Utah. But, hey, before we get started, let's go ahead and throw it out there. Craig and Adam and Bo had an opportunity. Yes, I'm talking to myself in third person. Who's going to win the game? And this is what we said. Craig, 28-24, Utah Falcons. Adam, 30-28, Utah Falcons. Both of y'all are thinking this is going to be a close game, gentlemen. I don't know if we're in Denver and the Mile High has gotten a hold of you in a wonderful way, but it's going to be 34-10. Texas Elite, final score. That's it. Gentlemen, any thoughts? What are they going to have to do to win the game here? Y'all both picking Utah. The last time we saw this game, it was 55-10.
Well, you know, I'm a true believer, and
Well, you're a true believer of oh my goodness gracious alive.
I like what they do.
Okay.
And you know, maybe it's wishful thinking, but I think that they're going to make. I think this is going to be a much closer game than people like yourself are anticipating.
Okay.
And everybody on the field seemed to think the same way that we were thinking, that it would be a much closer game.
With rare exception.
Yeah, there was, yeah, okay. There was one person that didn't think that.
All right. Well, I'll hand it over to you right now and let you take it over, and we'll get ready for the score.
Valdepena out to kick
Oh, we can't
for
wait
the
to talk.
Texas Elite Spartans.
We're going to have Dad come on at 6:30. All right, at halftime, not 6:30. Sorry about that. It's 7 o'clock.
6:30, huh?
Mountain Standard Time. I'll be quiet and mute you. Gentlemen, enjoy the game. Thank y'all so much for everything you do for the WNFC TV Live. Adidas, Rodale, you all rock. Let's get ready for 9-cup. Step your game up.
And here's the kick. And it's a spinning kick going to be fielded at about the 24-yard line, coming around the left side.
Gashed.
That's going to be number 26 right there for the Utah Falcons. Magana on the carry, brought down by a host of Texas Elite Spartans. So we're going to get a chance to see the Utah Falcons come out on offense first. I'll be excited to see how this goes.
Yeah, starting at their own 40, so it gives them some freedom. They're not pinned back against their own goal line, so they should be able to just open up the playbook and do what they want to do right here.
They've really got to play keep away.
And we discussed that, we were in the car for a long time, and we discussed how
24 hours.
How they could win. And, keep away is one of those things that we talked about. Play keep away, make them honor the dive.
Lane under center. Option. Pitch to Cox. Cox has got a block. Nice, tough run on first down.
Cox got about 5 right there on first down.
Brought down by Bowman, Kimbrough and company. And just like that, they're back on the ball. That same double wing look. Motion from left to right.
Trap.
The give on the trap right there to Revis Platt, and she is a load. She is an absolute load. And the thing is, they've got 3 or 4 backs that look just like that.
Yes, they do.
Brought down by, I believe, number 52, Angelica Grayson. And just like that, they're back on the ball before the sticks are even set. They're ready to go. Motion from right to left. The give to Revis Platt, and there she goes, just pounding the ball. Brought down by number 33 and number 6. Number 33, Mitchell, and number 6, Griswold. And they're on the ball again. Going to bring up second and about 7.
Yes, it is, and they're doing what we said.
Lane under center, Cox in motion.
Counter.
And there's the counter, and it's the give. I believe that's Ayano, and she's going to have a first down. I tell you what, Utah playing some possessed football right now. And, we've watched both these teams, most of their last few games, and Utah has played like a team possessed, whereas, Texas has played like they ruled the roost. Don't get me wrong. They play very well.
And they have ruled the roost, Coach.
Lane under center, same double wing formation. Looks like Ayano in motion. The
Trap again.
give on the trap to Revis Platt. And she's still just trucking that. And thank goodness for the safety. Jewel Grimsley coming up and making the play right there for the Texas Elite Spartans. Revis Platt might rumble into the end zone. I tell you what, I might give Revis Platt a break if I was them. And the thing is there's no rest for the weary because here comes Tina Tila.
Yep.
So it's 2nd and 3.
2nd and 2, Coach. They're doing exactly what they want to do. They're keeping it in manageable down and distance.
You're right, it is 2nd and 2. I can't see. Lane drops, lets it fly to the outside. Well covered by the Texas Elite Spartans. Pass intended for Ayano. Elizabeth Landry, and great coverage right there. Nobody was fooled by that one. I do like the play call.
I love the play call. 2nd down and 2. They haven't stopped you for less than 3 yards yet.
Yeah, here comes the trap if it's me.
I'm running the dive to the left right here, Coach.
Motion Ayano from right to left.
Triple.
It's the keep. And there goes Lane.
She gets
And
the first down.
it blows my mind that she's only been running the option for 4 years.
Yeah.
Because I talked to her earlier today, and that just blows my mind because it takes a long time to – she's so smooth. I do favor Lane with her being also an Auburn fan. So
there you go.
War Eagle. Looks like she's changing the play at the line of scrimmage. They're not changing what they do. That same double wing set. Cox in motion from left to right.
Trap.
The trap.
Oh, it's
Tila
bounced.
bounces off, and it's going to be Gore that comes up and makes the play on Tila. I tell you what, and this is just methodical right now. And you can't let somebody rip off 7 yards on first down. You can't do it.
Well, you can do it. It's just not going to be a very successful
Lane
night.
under center, Cox in motion. There's the give to Tila. Oh, I thought Lane kept
Yeah.
the ball. I thought Tila had it.
She kept it, and if
She
would-
fooled me that time.
If she would have done what she thought about doing right off the bat and pitched that thing, they'd still be running.
Well, it's a hard thing to do. She and I were talking today, and she was talking about how hard it is because, that's the thing is it's easy to watch. It's to me, playing is a lot like coaching where you have split seconds to make a decision.
Did you see who made the tackle, Coach?
Man, I'm sorry, I did not. Here comes Ayano in motion, and that's going to be offsides, I believe. That's going to be offsides on the Spartans, and that's going to be a first down. I was waiting on the call from the White Hat.
Wow.
Whoa, that's terrible. That's a terrible call. That is abysmal.
And the first break of the game goes Texas's way right there. Because what would have been a first down is now
that's
3rd and 10.
Whew. And that's one of those things that could be a drive killer right there.
Yeah. But they got 2 downs.
Here comes Cox in motion from left to right.
There's
Pitch out to the right side. And here comes Gore. Gets stiff-armed. Cox still up. Come on. Right there if you're number 80 for the Utah Falcons. If you're Winberg, you got to hold your block. I will say Landry does a great job fighting off of the block right there and running her out of bounds. That could have been a huge play for the Falcons. But Texas Elite playing bend but don't break defense. I like it. 4th and long.
Interesting call right here. Gone to that empty set.
It's going to be the option. Nope. Lane drops. Fires. Caught by Ayano.
First down.
She's got a first down. Man, gutsy call. It's so funny because the games that we watched them run on 4th and 9. Utah runs the option. We watched them, last week from their own 30-yard, or 2 weeks ago from their own 30-yard line early in the game. It's 4th and 9, and they run the option. That's confidence. Lane under center, same double wing formation. Here comes motion, Cox from left to right. The give looks like a follow. And it's a 12-car pileup right there. I can't give anybody credit for that. I'm pretty sure that was Lane on the carry, though. Looked like she tucked in behind Tila.
Sure did. And this is exactly, exactly what Utah needed. We're looking at the clock. We're under 10 minutes, Coach.
Well, that's what you got to do. If you're Utah, you got to chew the clock.
They've got 4 first downs on this drive.
If you're Texas, you got to get off on 3rd down. Lane under center. Ayano in motion.
Counter.
And there she goes. Oh, nice tackle right there. That was Gore that came up and stuck her.
Mm-hmm.
Who was that was on the – is that Cox on the carry?
Cox was on the carry.
That was a nice run on the counter there. The counters, they get you going one way and then they come back. Really nice play by Gore. She's quite the player.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 2 again, Coach.
I tell you what, man, this has been a great day. I'm sorry. They're so fast on the ball, we don't even have time to say anything, do we?
Mm-mm.
Cox in motion. It was the pitch. She should have gave it to Tila. To Revis Platt. Cox hit for a loss right there. Going to bring up 4th down. It's decision time. We were watching them kick before the game started. And they do well kicking the ball.
Gore is all over the field, Coach.
She's a player. She's a great player. And then, okay, here, what do you got right here? Fourth and what, 5?
I'm running the option.
Here comes Ayano. And there it is. The pitch. Well played.
Yeah.
Great job. Is that Gore that came up and made the play? Jersey's rolled up. I can't read the number.
57 made the tackle?
No, the person that came up and forced the play.
No, Gore was up and forced to play. 57 got the tackle.
Number 57, that's Bowman. Hey, but the Texas Elite bend, but they don't break. I will say the Utah Falcons don't come away with it.
But that was a good drive.
But I will say that's a good drive. You flip the field, driving the football.
Unfortunately, though, when you do that, you've got to finish the drive.
But you can't exchange. You can't even exchange threes with the Texas Elite Spartans because And now here comes the most explosive offense in the WNFC. Bushman under center, I backfield behind her. There's a snap. Looks like Gore. No, that's DeGraff and Reed. And they did what you have to do to DeGraff and Reed. That was Tila that came in and cleaned everything up because I will say DeGraff and Reed is huge. And if she ever gets going north and south, that's all she wrote because she's just going to run slap over people.
But that was a loss of 3 right there, Coach.
You got to start her. You got to get her. I'm sorry. You got to get her before she gets started. You got to keep her. You got to get her while she's going lateral. But I'll be interested to see what they do now. Okay, just a plain old pro right formation with I backfield. Little stem right there, right before the play snap.
And they got him.
DeGraff and Reed, and there she goes, and she's out in the open. And that's what's scary. And that's Ayano that comes up and just clips her legs out from under her.
Breaking a tackle and making it down 14-yard pickup.
That was a huge play right there for them to get out of that hole.
Gain of 14 right there for DeGraff and Reed, and Texas Elite gains their first down of the half. But that right there, they stemmed right out of that look.
Trips out to the left, Bushman in the gun, DeGraff and Reed to her left. Give to DeGraff and Reed, but they got her going lateral if they can just get there.
She's going to pick up 2.
That was close to a face mask, brought down by number 58 for the Utah Falcons, Tina Mangum. That's not good.
It is not.
All right. We're going to take a quick break right here, talk about the schedules. We've got a player down on the field. We're going to talk about each team. Let's start with Texas, Coach Chapman.
Well, Texas, of course, 8-0. They have cruised through their season schedule. defeating, of course, everybody that they've played. They started off by destroying the Houston Heat 49-0 on the opening game. And a lot of the times when we get to watch them play, we get to see the speed up moving clock in the second half. So a lot of times they've got games where it's, they beat Utah 55-18. All right, they beat Atlanta 45-7. Went into the playoffs, defeated Alabama 49-0, and then turned around and beat Atlanta again 40-13 to put them here in the 9 Cup. But nobody's been close. The closest that they've been to anybody's been to them all year is 21-12 at halftime, and that was the first game with Utah. We saw a 14-0 game with Alabama having the ball on the 3-yard line. It ended up being a 35-0 game at half with 4 minutes left when it was 14-0.
They boat racing.
Sure did.
All right, back to the pro set. I backfield for Texas. Bushman under center. Pitch out to the right side. That's Gore. She cuts it back. Makes somebody miss. And Ayano bumped her leg and knocked her down. But that's going to be a first down. Big run by Gore.
Gore for 13 right there.
That's the kind of stuff you can't let happen. In my opinion, if Utah's going to have a chance, you can't give up big plays. You need to confine Texas to 5-yard gains.
Well, if you're playing Utah, you don't know who's getting the ball. But if you're playing Texas, it's pretty much DeGraff and Reed and
Gore.
And then they're going to throw the ball, outside. Here comes the shift. This is
overload to the right side. Bad snap. Bushman chasing the ball. She's an athlete. She comes out. She's going to get rid of it.
And there's 40 linemen down the field.
Yeah, that's an illegal. That's illegal lineman downfield. I'm surprised they didn't call that one.
I can't believe they didn't call that one. But it'll bring up 2nd down and 10, and Utah can kind of, get some fresh players on the field, doing some mass subs right there.
Bushman, a tremendous athlete, college basketball player. She was telling us stories about going and playing a college basketball game, going to get something to eat, and then going and playing football.
That's amazing. It was an amazing,
That's tough stuff right there.
They got him outflanked, Coach.
Yep, sniffer back set, overloaded to the left side.
Counter.
Coming back with a counter up underneath. Who was that on the carry?
Number
27. That's number 27. There's a Jelani Kelly. Brought down by number 64, Jennifer Court for the Falcons.
This will bring up the first 3rd down for Texas Elite right here. And Utah's got to get off the field, Coach.
Yeah, I mean that's football. You got to win 3rd down. If you're on offense, you got to convert. If you're on defense, you got to get off.
All right, so they still
that overload set, and they got to slide the front. Gore gets the give right there, and she just squirts through. Such a strong player. Just squirts right through there. Brought down by number 54 for the Falcons, Kelly Calabella.
All right.
I'll tell you what, man, the Texas Elite Spartans are taking their time, but they're marching.
And
it's a different approach, and I like it because the thing is you give the big uns a chance to get a little bit of rest, and this overload set, and they still haven't slid the front. I don't understand. Snapped up. There's a slant. Oh,
is that picked?
And that was picked right there. That's picked by Gallica.
What a play.
Man, that was a great play.
Gallica broke on the slant, saw it all the way, took the ball away from the receiver. What a great play that was.
Let's take a quick look at that.
Yes. I mean, that was impressive.
We're going to look at that play real quick. Well, hold on. We're getting it set up. Man, what a play. Breaking on that ball, breaking on that slant.
And there you go, stealing a possession.
All right, here we go. All right. Here's the replay right here. Right here. You see Gallica right here. She's going to jump that route. And boom. I didn't even realize she came with the ball. I thought it was going to be incomplete. Well, we're back to action. Double wing set, jet motion, and it's the counter to Cox up underneath. That's new.
That was an interesting counter right there. It's going to pick up about 5 right there.
That's new. Most of the time what we see is we see that over motion. That was that jet motion right behind the line of scrimmage. But we still got the counter. But there was another layer of confusion there.
Yeah, that was almost like a counter follow.
Well, because you're stretching the end right there, the end's got to play the jet. That's pretty smart. Over motion right there.
Power.
Give on the power. What a play. That ball given to number 5, Veronica Cineros, and she's brought down. She's brought down by number 23, or was that 22? Yanni Warner. I'm looking for who that was. You know, they're obviously, big loss right there. That was a huge play by Texas.
So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 right here.
Lane under center. Motion over the top from left to right.
Counter.
Counter underneath. Oh, my goodness. And that is Kimbrough. And she says, I don't think so. That ball was carried by number 26, if I'm not mistaken. That's Magana. And she got absolutely rocked.
Yeah. Kimbrough saw that thing the whole way.
Kimbrough saw that from the word go. All right, the Falcons line up to kick.
And they have to waste a timeout right here.
And they burn one.
Great first quarter. Got a chess match going on out here.
But that's huge. That's a huge right there.
It's timeout. Utah timeout. Apologize.
All right. We'll have to take this time where we got the moment to thank our sponsors today, Adidas and Rydell. And Crossover. Now, and we've talked about we've talked about Rydell and Adidas all year, and the quality equipment and sports apparel that they make. We want to take time to thank the Sheridan for housing everybody this weekend here in Denver, Colorado at the 9 Cup. It's been a great weekend, and it looks like we're going to get punt, Coach.
Indeed it does. Tania Bashford out to kick. That's an interesting set.
That is the weirdest punt formation I've ever seen, but it's legal.
There's a snap. And it's a good kick. It's a nice angled kick. It's going to bounce.
Wow.
And then it's going to get a roll. A wipeout right there. I think that's Winberg that went down. Mm-hmm. That would not be good for the Falcons.
No, it will not.
Looked like she and number 38 for the Texas Elite Spartans, Tracy Williams, got tangled up.
I'm not so sure that was tangled up, Coach. I think that was just knocked down.
But, right here, 2 minutes and 14 seconds left in the game, and we got a scoreless ball game. I tell you what, man, I sent my wife the view I have from the press box, and it is, absolutely breathtaking. I mean, just beautiful.
I can't bring my wife out here. We'll never leave.
Yeah, there's a good chance we might move, buddy.
Yep.
There's a snap. Bushman rolls out to her right.
Stop and go. Screen.
There it is. Pass complete. Huge blocks right there. Brought down by Bruner.
Here comes the penalty.
That carried by number 27, Jelani Kelly, but I think that's going to be a blindside block.
It was an 8-yard completion right there, but, yeah, I think you're right, Coach. I think they're going to get him with the blindside block. Be interesting to see what they call right here.
But I tell you what, if Utah's going
to – they call it illegal hands or illegal block right there.
Yeah, we thought originally it was
it must have happened at the line of scrimmage because they marked it off from the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, we thought it was a defenseless player, like blindside block. That's what I originally thought.
So that'll drop that back 10 yards. Will bring up first down and 20 right here, Coach.
Well, now you got to play good D. If you play good D, you get off the field.
And we're at 149 and running here in the first quarter.
If you're the Spartans, you got to convert right here. There's the snap. Bushman gives on the dive. And carry by number 27, Jelani Kelly.
She's going to pick up about 6 right there, Coach.
Who was that brought her down? Was that Bruner?
Yes.
But you can't give that up.
No, you cannot.
You can't let somebody rip off 6 yards on a dive.
So it'll be second down and about 14 right here.
14 for the Spartans.
And the PA announcer agrees with me. And we're seeing some people that haven't carried the ball a lot.
Yeah, I'm really surprised. Bushman under center.
Tall sweep.
Tall sweep to Gore out to the right side. Gore cuts back, and she is dirty in open field. Brought down by Ayano.
Yardage there.
Ayano's going to make every tackle, Coach.
Well, that's not what you want.
No.
Down at about 4.
So that was a 10-yard gain right there for Gore. She's had 3 carries right now for 31 yards.
But at 3rd and 4, your playbook's wide open here.
I think Texas Elite's playbook's wide open wherever they are, Coach.
I will say those ladies, there are a lot of explosive players on that team.
Yep. And look at the gap right in the middle of the field right here.
Yeah, just a pro formation, and
They
there
ran
comes
the stunt.
ISO right up the gut, and that's going to be Gore on the carry for a first down. Brought down by Bruner. Have you noticed the Texas strategy yet, Coach Chapman?
Yes, I have.
The rotation of players?
Yes.
Very smart.
Yes, I have.
I see Utah doing it as well, but Utah is used to the elevation.
And now we're come to the end of the
I think that was going to be the last play of the first quarter, so at the end of 1, 0-0 here at the WNFC 9 Cup.
And I would venture to guess that the Texas Elite Spartans have gone a long time without scoring in a quarter.
I'd be willing to bet this is a first for the. I'll guarantee this is a first for this year. All right, hey, earlier in the day, just so you guys know, there's a snap. She drops, looks out to her left, lets the ball fly. Just really nice pass. Chapman and I have had the pleasure to do the color for a lot of these. On the left side,
Open receiver,
she's
get
throwing deep for Gutierrez.
Nice snap.
There she goes, great there, ball's out. It's been awesome to watch. Coach Chapman, your thoughts on the day?
I thought it was about what we talked about. You know, you don't have much time in an all-star game. We've been fortunate enough to be a part of some of them. I think you've coached in 3 or 4 or 5 of them, same with me. And it's really hard to get offensive cohesiveness. So we said that the all-star game would be a defensive struggle, and then, you know, probably as the game went on, that the offenses would catch, you know, would get some traction. And the game ended in a 0-0 tie with a game-winning field goal blocked, which kind of miffed us because we were told that all kicking plays would be, you know, not live. And so when they blocked the field goal and then picked it up and ran it and almost ran it back for a touchdown, we were in shock. But, you know, the game went according to script. So,
okay, so at the end of 1, we watched both teams kind of march up and down the field.
you know,
The Utah Falcons steal a possession with the interception by Gallica. And that's really the tail of the tape so far. Nobody has really just blown it open. We saw the Texas Elite Spartans dig themselves out of a hole that they were in.
yep.
For twice, as a matter of fact.
Well, the first drive for Utah was 14 plays, and they went 14 plays and got no points, man. You can't do that.
That's tough.
No.
Doubles. Okay, this is the scariest set with DeGraff and Reed in the backfield and
Yep.
Gore out in the slot, because you better be careful. Don't play man. The give to DeGraff.
Sorry, we're having some technical difficulties right now, but that was a huge, huge mistake right there. DeGraff and Reed was going to get tackled for a loss right there.
but it's only a loss.
And yeah, and
It's only a loss. You live to play another down. You know, that's some stuff that if I'm coaching, you better go stand on the other side after something like that.
Did you see who recovered the fumble, Coach? I think it was number 58.
Number 58. I tell you what, I'm watching right now. No, it's number 15. Number 15 for the Utah Falcons recovered the fumble. That's Robertson. Huge play.
Yeah, 58, 15, you know, it is what it is.
Under center, give to Revis Platt. She gets stuck, but it doesn't matter. She's still up and pushing.
She gets up.
That's the thing, is she got stuck at the line of scrimmage, and they got 2 yards on the play.
So we're going to have a gain of about
3 yards.
Yeah, give her 3.
The last two times these teams met, the very last time was this year, and it ended in it was 21-12 at half and ended up in a Texas Elite blowout. Lane under center, motion.
Give to
Tila. And she's just rumbling. And again, if you're the defense, you're going, who's got the ball right now? Because you're not real sure. You know, that's the beauty of this offense.
And that's 4 for Tila, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 3. Now, look, this is the 5th third down. Utah's converted 1 third down.
Not the 5th down, but the 5th.
3 kind of set right here so that they can just do what they want to do.
It's that double wing set. Motion from left to right. It's the give up underneath.
It's going to be real close. It's going to be
that's
4th
good.
down.
That almost might be a look for a measurement. Brought down by Tila, and she's in there in the muck, and it's hard to tell who made that tackle. I'm guessing number 55, Franny Robinson, and number 6, Olivia Griswold were in there on that.
Yeah. I'd watch them see if they try to draw them off sides, Coach.
Oh, well, I'd be careful because the last time they came off sides, they assessed the penalty to the Falcons. Lane under center, motion from right to left.
Got her.
And she keeps it, and there she goes. She's out in the open. And right there, Lane on the loose, and that's number 13, Jewel Grimsley, saving a touchdown.
And that makes them 2 out of 3 on 4th down conversions, And they're setting up a 1st down right here.
Lane can scoot.
At the 15-yard line, and they're in the red zone, Coach.
They are indeed in the red zone.
2nd trip to the red zone today. The first one ended on a failed 4th down attempt.
1st and 10. Lane under center. Ayano in motion from right to left.
Pop pass.
There's the pop pass.
Touchdown.
She's in. That's Cox. She's in for a touchdown. Give them 6, baby. The Falcons are up 6-0.
That 15-yard completion for a touchdown right there. Is that Keisha Cox, Coach?
I'm just double checking. She was at the wing, and that's where they released from. They released from the wing. That's exactly what happened on the pop pass, and nobody's there. Grimsley gets there late. Okay, now here comes a very important
extra point.
No, they're going to kick. Number 44 out to kick
And
for the Falcons.
An adjustment. They're back.
That's Alcala. There's a snap. Good hold. It's up, and it's through. That's new.
That is new, Coach.
That's new.
And
somebody raised their hand in the locker room and said, hey, I played soccer.
And, you know, the funny thing, we talked about it when we were watching them in L.A., and when we talked about it, about how they were only 5 yards away from the center. Now they backed it up, kicked it right through, 7-0.
Right. Sorry, Coach Chapman. We're going to take a quick look at that replay. If you'll see right here, this is Cox. She's right here at the wing, and all she's going to do is just release right here. But it looks like run. I'm sorry, I'm going to play it live. There's motion. It looks like run. Everybody bites on the run, and there she goes. She's all by herself.
And there's where you're playing that assignment football, Coach, and people get their eyes in the wrong spot. One of the things you hear people say you got to play assignment, but what they never talk about is eye discipline. Eye discipline right here allows this play to happen because everybody's looking in the backfield.
Everybody's looking in the backfield, and nobody's looking at her. You see her right here. She threw her hand up.
Yeah,
and
she
even
knew.
though she's got her hand up, watch the defender still come.
She knew from the jump she was open.
Gore still came up to try and play it. All right, Texas Elite's got to come out. You just got to come out and play your game if you're Texas Elite. It's not like the Elite is not, they're aptly named. The Texas Elite, they have proven that all year long. They got to come out and play their game.
Hey, this is the most dangerous play. We saw this against Atlanta. They busted a 90-yard kickoff return against Atlanta. So you might want to not walk away from your TV set or your computer right now because this could be something to look at. I'd be surprised if they kick it deep.
Jewel Erickson out to kick. It's a high spinning kick going to be caught at about the 28-yard line, trying to bring it back around the left side.
Nice tackle.
Man. And that's Bruner on the play. And what a pop. That ball returned by number 88 for the Spartans, Maria Jackson. And, rightfully so, the Utah Falcons jazzed up.
Should be, man.
But I'm still in amazement that we're, 18 minutes into this game and there's only 7 points that's been scored?
Yeah, I mean, and the fact that Texas Elite hadn't dented the scoreboard, Utah better get on the ball.
Well, I'm just here to tell you, it was 14 to nothing with Alabama going in to score.
Yep.
With 7 minutes left, and at the end of the first half, it was 35 to nothing.
Yes.
So, watch yourself.
Here it
Bushman
comes.
drops, throw across the middle. Oh, just can't hang on to it. That pass intended for number 87. That's Amanda Hillman.
And I'm shocked right now that they haven't gone to Elizabeth Landry yet, Coach.
I mean,
I'm shocked that they haven't gone there.
I think Gore in the slot, if it was me, I would put Gore in motion. I would start running some of that jet-looking stuff with Gore, and I'm sure that's in their package because it's in every spread offense's package.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him to throw the slant to one. You got Gore.
Doubles.
You got Gore and Landry on the same side right here.
Give to DeGraff Reed right up the gut, and she gets upended by Bruner.
Jeez.
I tell you what, I talked to her before the game started, and she's a character.
And she was ready to go.
She is the heart and soul of that defense, and she is not a very big person. Watching her play, I expected her to be much bigger than she is, but she's kind of low to the ground. But buddy, she plays big. She plays big because DeGraff Reed is huge.
And DeGraff Reed got the bad end of that one.
So it brings up 3rd and long. That's where you want to keep people if you're playing defense.
Yep.
Big play right here for both teams.
Man coverage, Coach. Single high safety.
Now's your chance to throw it to Landry. There's the play action by Bushman.
There they go
Going
to
deep to Landry.
Nice play.
Oh, nicely played by Cox. That was good D. Ball a little bit underthrown, but I thought Landry had her beat. But Ayano was already headed that way. As soon as Bushman flipped her hips, Ayano took off.
Yeah, she knew what was going on.
I mean, if it's me, if it's 3rd and long, that's where I'm going with the ball too.
I mean, they're sitting there, and she tried a little, stutter and go down here on this sideline.
Okay, Yumiki just came in the game for Texas, the tight end.
Yeah, they're punting.
You think?
They're punting.
Okay, I see the punter. Okay, the punter and backup quarterback, number 11, Jessica Gerhardt, out to kick.
Now, that don't mean there's not shenanigans.
Now, keep in mind, she is the backup quarterback.
Yep, and I would be playing safe defense.
There's a snap. It's a bad snap. Ball's rolling around, and she kneels down the ground, but you're not down until somebody touches you. I don't understand that one.
Yes.
I tell you what, right there, I mean, you just gave a fired-up Utah Falcons a short field. I'm thinking that could be a huge play.
I mean, we talk about it all the time. You lose games in the kicking game.
It's a third of the football game.
It's a third of the game. You lose games in the kicking game, and then normally if a team gets a punt blocked, the team that blocked the punt wins 90% of the time. That's not a blocked punt, but it's the same thing as a blocked punt.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I tell you what, if you're the Texas Elite defense, you got to bow your back right here. You can't let them score.
And they've given up. They had started at the plus 35 last time. They're starting at the plus 26 right here.
Same look. Motion by Ayano. Lane gives to Rivas Platt. Looks like it's going to be good for 2.
It is. Going to bring up 2nd and 8 right here. Utah's just doing what they do right now, Coach.
Right. If you're Texas Elite, you got to make them settle for no more than 3. Rivas Platt coming out, Tila coming in.
And I mean, they're going to keep this rotation going so they can keep everybody fresh.
It's a good idea, and they have a stable of backs.
2nd and 8 right here.
Cox in motion.
Power.
Give to Cox on the power. Nicely played by the Texas Elite Spartans. Looked like number 57 for the Spartans was there first.
She was.
That's LaShante Bowman. She's having a pretty good game so far.
Bowman's all over the place. I mean, you can tell right now, all of the ladies we talked about watching the film and doing this and doing that, and they are true to their words, Coach.
Yeah, these ladies approach this game very seriously. This is not something they do for kicks. Lane under center, motion from right to left, and there's the pitch. Had good blocking on the edge for a second, but that's not going to do it. Grimsley, and I think that's Gore, come up and make the play. Nope, that's number 21. I'm sorry. That was number 21 for the Texas Elite Spartans, Richardson. And that's huge. That's a big hold right there. If it's me, I coffin kick this.
Yeah, this is not I'm not going for this.
No. This is not a go for it kind of time.
They might try to throw that route that they threw the last time on this in this kind of situation.
I think they threw a corner route to 80. Lane drops.
Tried to throw
throws, and it's picked by Grimsley, and she's going to be brought down by Tila. And so it's 4th down anyway. I mean,
yeah, and
that was, don't get me wrong, that was a great play, but it didn't quite have the impact that, if it's 1st down, that's a much bigger play.
Yeah.
But just like that, the Texas Elite Spartans show why they are the class of the WNFC. You give the other team the ball on the 26-yard line, and they say, I don't think so.
Nope. They just decided that they weren't going to allow them to do anything. And, the thing about it was they went backwards. They lost 3 yards on that series.
Trips. Here we go. Trips out to the left for the Texas Elite Spartans. And it looks like they're manned up.
They are. They're playing single high safety cover 1.
Landry coming inside. They're going to
to
go
a
with the
bunt.
trips bunch look, which is much harder because of the release points. Bushman takes a drop.
Landry's wide open.
Finds a player across the middle. That is Maria Jackson on the reception.
Jackson for a gain of 13.
That was a big play right there.
So it'll bring up 1st down right here. Ball at the 40.
Snap right there. Bushman drops, looks out to her right, lets it fly. And is that Jackson again?
I think so.
That's number 87, Amanda Hillman. And here we go. We apologize for the technical difficulties we're currently having. We're going to have that back up real quick. But, Texas really, mixing it up now. And to me, this is the beauty of the spread, is that you spread things out and then you open your options.
Well, now Texas is attacking downfield. Everything had been short underneath. The 3rd down play was a downfield throw. The first 2 plays have been deep outs right here.
And again, I said it earlier today, moving Gore to the slot is just dirty. And there's the throw, and it's caught. Maria Jackson, huge play right there, brought down by Gallica. But that ball was thrown on the money.
Yes, it was.
That ball's not caught if it's not thrown that way.
Gain of 27. And another first down. They've now got up to 6 first downs. Texas Elite makes their first venture into the red zone, Coach.
You know, this is one of those things where, you know, if you're Utah, you got to bow your back. Texas, you got to cash in right here. Trips bunch to the left side for the Texas Elite Spartans. There's a snap.
Toss.
A little toss out to DeGraffenreid to the left side. There she goes. She's going to get
Touchdown.
in. Nope. Yeah. And she takes a pretty good lick as she comes into the end zone. But I wasn't sure who took the worst of that, her or Bruner.
Yeah.
But this is a big kick coming up for Valdepena.
Yep, it is, Coach. And what we saw right there was Texas Elite got out of the eye. They went to the spread. They put Trips.
That's where they belong. Put DeGraffenreid in the backfield, put Gore out in the slot, and that is just – that becomes extraordinarily hard to defend. Valdepena out for the kick.
All right. Valdepena on for the kick. Snap, touch, kick. It is no good. Missed
Man,
it wide right.
That never happens.
It was a bad hold, Coach. She fumbled the snap. She juggled the snap, and everything was late.
All right, we're going to take a quick look at that touchdown. What you'll see right here is you'll notice the Trips bunch right here. See how the 3 players are in tight? All right. As they move forward, you watch, and everybody moves outside. You get a down block here. Oh, my goodness. I apologize. I'm up. Technology can be troubling sometimes, all right? But you see they've got everybody outflanked because they have down blocks here, there, and here. And now DeGraffenreid's huge. She's just going to run.
Old bunch crunch, Coach.
And you notice these players don't stop. They're not satisfied with one block. They're going to get downfield and pick somebody else up. And DeGraffenreid is so big, she's just going to rumble into the end zone despite Bruner's best attempt.
All right, Valdepena to kick. Score is 7-6 right here. Utah still the lead with 7:18 to go in the second quarter.
You know, that extra point, you know, I had an old head coach used to always say that could be the difference. And there's the kick by Valdepena.
Oh,
dropped by Ayano. She's able to pick it up. She's headed around the left side. She's got some
corner.
help. She's got the side. Oh, there's the flag.
There comes the penalty.
There's the flag.
It's going to be an illegal block.
Yeah, when you change direction like that, you can almost always plan on a block in the back.
I'm pretty sure this is going to go against Utah as an illegal block right here.
Block in the back, 47 on the 2.
Actually, it was 27 who was carrying the ball, so I don't think she blocked anybody in the back.
I think it was 47.
Yeah. The person with the ball blocked the person in the back. It was a nice try, fellas.
I always think about the sponsors in this situation. We want to appreciate Denver, Colorado. Denver, Colorado has brought a lot to this game here at the MOFK Stadium. Craig Chapman and Adam Collins bringing you the WNFC TV Live.
Yeah.
All right, then. We're back. It's going to be first down. The ball is going to be at the 29-yard line right here.
Same look, motion from left to right.
Speed
pitch
option.
right there. And that's Cox trying to get the edge. Oh, nicely played. Huge play right there by number 12 for the Spartans. That's LaGloria Johnson right there. That was absolutely huge. Her coming up and forcing that play. That she didn't make the tackle, but she made the play.
Loss of 3 on the play. It's going to bring up second down and 13.
I take that back. I think that was Grimsley. Her jersey's rolled up. Motion by Ayano.
Trap.
To give to Rivas Platt on the trap. And she's rumbling. She's going to get back what they lost and then some. but it's still going to bring up about 3rd and 8.
It is. Rivers Platte with a gain of 5.
3rd and 7.
Excuse me, 3rd and 7, Coach.
You know, right now, the Falcons have been getting on the ball so fast, and I think their goal is to kind of wear out and disorient the Spartans.
There's the jump offsides.
There it is, and let's see what they call this time.
That was definitely offsides.
And the center did a great job. Number 50 did a great job for the Falcons by snapping the ball and taking off Quinn Wesley.
Yep.
Because these are NFL rules, and you can get back as long as you don't have contact. But if you're over when the ball gets snapped, you're over.
But they put hands on the offensive lineman right here.
Yeah, they're having a really hard time.
This is offsides.
Sorry, what you're hearing is the referee's mic.
Encroachment defense.
We're going to have encroachment on
Cause the offense to react. 5-yard penalty.
Well, they got the penalty right.
They did. I'm surprised they got the first one wrong. I was really surprised they got it wrong. But they have a tough job.
Here comes Tila in the game, Coach. 3rd down and right at 2 yards.
Quarterback follow.
And you think this is a chance for 2 plays right here?
I do. Motion over the top.
I think it's a chance to give it to Tila for 3 yards and
it
a
was
first
Tila
down.
in the first down. And right here, you know, you may not get the ball back.
Yeah, I mean, if they get this thing going the way they want to, with 5:40 and running right here, it may be the last time you see it.
And sometimes I can't remember my name, Coach Chapman. Who got the ball first?
Utah got the ball first. So
Utah got the ball first, had a 14-play drive. There we go.
and did not score.
And the clock is just ticking.
I got some thoughts on this no-huddle thing, Coach, when we get a chance.
Lane under center, motion over the top.
Counter.
Counter right there.
Cut
and
it
it's
up.
open. There she goes down the middle of the field.
Hello.
Big carry by number 26, Gina Magana. You know, she's not somebody we're used to watching carry the ball all the time.
No, but what they're doing right now, in my opinion, is they're making Texas Elite line up. Then they're seeing where Texas Elite's lining up. They're not in a hurry.
The whole check with me offense.
They're not in a true hurry up.
That play made by Grimsley. Grimsley's having a big game, but when your safeties are making a lot of tackles, that's typically not a good sign.
2nd down and 1 right here.
Motion over the top.
Option.
The pitch.
They got the corner.
Got the edge. Good job by the Texas Elite Spartans holding number 5, Veronica Sigarios, to a limited gain right there.
Gain of 4, though, Coach, and another first down.
Looked like Grimsley, Kimbrough, and Richardson ran her out. I tell you what, man, this is if they put together another drive right here,
Well,
they could cash in with no time left.
we're under 4 minutes now, Coach, and the clock is rolling.
Lane under center. Motion over.
Straight dive.
And there's a straight dive right there. That's Tila on the carry. And it's a straight dive on first down for 6 yards.
6 yards. And I'm telling you right now.
It's a timeout, Spartans. They're going to talk about
Texas Elite.
it. Hey, why we got a timeout? You know, obviously we want to take some time to thank our sponsors, Crossover, Adidas, and Rydell, as well as the Sheraton for housing everybody this week. It's been great here. We'd like to thank the WNFC and Adidas, Rydell, and Crossover for bringing us out. It's been a really cool trip, and we were super stoked to do this game. Super stoked. Sober stroked, is that what I said?
Sober stroked, huh?
Well,
It is what it is, Coach.
yeah, sometimes.
24 hours in a car will make you say strange things.
Yes. Hey, if you're in Denver, some places you want to check out, Oscar Blues.
Get the catfish.
I never thought that I would get catfish this good in Colorado, but it was wonderful. And this morning, I had seen a place on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, the Guy Fieri show, and we went to a place called the Atomic Cowboy, which also houses the Denver Biscuit Company, and we had wonderful, wonderful breakfast.
All right, Coach. Back to action here. It's 2nd down and 4. They're putting the play clock back to 25 right here. I like having the play clock. We can see everything.
Did they just call another timeout?
You can't call back to.
Okay.
Oh, they had to take somebody out of the game. I'm thinking he's going to tell them right now that you're not supposed to call back-to-back timeouts. But
we've really enjoyed Denver. The people have been super nice, and not just the people at like the places we've been to eat and whatnot, but just people on the street have been super nice when we're trying to find stuff, because we're like out walking around checking Denver out, riding the local transit, which was amazing, so much nicer than what we're used to.
Oh yeah, and
just very well kept, I guess is a good way to put it.
And the fact that we didn't have to get back in the car.
And if you've ever been to Atlanta, when I say well kept transit, you understand what I mean. Because it's just
there it is. I told you couldn't call back-to-back timeouts.
Oh, and that's going to be a first down for the Falcons. Unsportsmanlike conduct.
It's called unsportsmanlike conduct.
And that's going to be on the head coach right there.
Yep, because you can't call back-to-back timeouts.
And that means if you take another personal foul, which I don't anticipate, but I know myself, having been on the sideline before, when I take a unsportsmanlike personal conduct foul, I'm not looking to get a second one.
You've never done that, Coach. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, to my shame, I've had several. I don't, and it's usually a disagreement with somebody in stripes.
I only get penalties when I tell them what down it's supposed to be.
Yes. Well, unfortunately, you don't get penalties. All those penalties get assessed to me.
Yeah, that's true. That's my bad. 3:30 and running, 1st and 10, ball at the 26.
Lane under center.
Quarterback.
Just a give right there to Tila.
Straight midline right there.
She's going to be wrapped up. Looked like big number 77 for the Texas Elite Spartans. Goodard in there on the play.
If you could see my stat sheet for tackles, Coach.
I tell you, man, I know that they're on the march, but I'm still amazed.
Yes.
By how low the score is.
Yeah, and think about it though. Sometimes there may be jitters. No matter there's the pop.
There's
pass
the pop pass called by Cox. The timing required for that to happen is nothing short of amazing. Because that ball is thrown as soon as the quarterback could get it out. That ball's thrown.
3rd and 1, Coach.
3rd and 1. I mean, I'm expecting the dive from Tila.
I'm waiting for the quarterback to keep it. Last time on a situation like this, she kept it and nobody was there.
Motion. There it is.
There she is.
Keeper. The pitch. Cox has the pitch. Oh, wow. Man, what a tackle. Who is that?
13.
That was Grimsley. No, that wasn't Grimsley. That's 52. That's number 52, Angelica Grayson, that saved, shoestring right there. Saved it.
Cox gained 6 on that and a first down.
And with 2:11 and first down and 10 from what looks to be the 13-yard line, if I'm Utah, I'm starting to think about, okay, looks like the 2-minute warning, yeah.
We are at the 2-minute warning here. And
so with 2 minutes left, we've got a 7-6 ball game with Utah knocking at the door.
It's an amazing thing, Coach.
And this is the game that we all wanted to see. This is the rematch that we wanted to see. Last year's championship game when both these teams were in the league called the Best of the West,
Yep.
It was a 22-15 ball game. This is what we wanted to see. This is what everybody is tuning in for.
Well,
to me, the difference is, and this is just my opinion, the difference in this game is the fact that Utah showed up and said, we're going to be us. We're going to do what we do. And the Texas Elite have turned the ball over.
And if you remember the first game, we talked about it. We had seen them play a week before that, and they had been in this, what we call us in Atlanta, Georgia, thanks to Paul Johnson, we call this the spread. right here, when we saw them play the first time, they were in a lot of empty sets, and they were trying to spread Texas out, and I think they felt like they needed to trick them. Right now, we're going to run our stuff. We're coming right at you.
Well, this is trickeration. I mean, it's hard to find the ball sometimes.
And it's trickeration for me because I'm staring around this standard trying to watch the game.
But if you stop and think about the fact that Texas has turned the ball over twice
Yep.
and is only down by 1 point, that's pretty impressive.
Yes, it is.
Here comes that jet motion.
Trap.
The give underneath the Tila, and she rumbles.
For 5 more.
And it looked like number 6 in there on the tackle, Olivia Griswold, kind of tripped her up.
But anytime they run that jet, so far, Coach, it's been the trap.
I'll tell you what, the other thing is that this game is close in the fourth quarter like we anticipate.
Yep.
This pounding will just get worse because the defense is stuck on the field.
I mean, they're looking right now. This is the 10th play of the drive.
There's over motion, the give to Tila, and she stays up. She's hit but stays up. Grimsley comes in there to finish up. Looked like Kimbrough came in and really stuck her. But they're just driving. And look at the clock.
I know.
For the love of Pete, the clock is clicking down to nothing. This is a clinic on how to play keep-away football
it is,
right now.
man, and this is what we said they
Gentlemen,
had
y'all
to
are
do.
doing such a great job. You really are. I mean, it is. We're under a minute here. Keep going.
Third
All right,
down
here
and
comes
1.
the motion.
Quarterback,
And there
touchdown.
goes. She's in. Lane's in. She's in. Give her 6, man. Give her 6.
Hey, man, hold down the homernism, man.
The Utah Falcons are on fire.
And we wanted a game here.
On fire.
We did, and we'll get an opportunity to go back and break that down and play if that's possible. At halftime, we will go away for about 5 minutes. Only 5 minutes. Come back with us. We've got some great interviews here. About 5 interviews, give or take about a couple of interviews here, maybe 5, but it'll last for the 15 minutes. We won't be gone the whole time, so definitely stay with us. This is Adam, Craig, and Bo here in the Score 58 Network, bringing you WNFC TV Live 9-Cup Championship, 13-6 here in Denver, Colorado.
Good.
I call it good.
Wow.
Was it a better hold this time there, Coach Chapman?
Well, the bad hold was on
Bad
Texas.
hold was for Texas.
How
That
are you,
right
how-
there
how are
was-
you liking the beverages?
That
gentlemen?
right there was a great hold.
Everything's awesome if I could catch a break for a second.
No, man, it is rapid fire. I looked at my clock. It is 8:05, and we rolled through 2 quarters at 8:05, man.
We're not complaining.
No, I mean,
No, because when we had an opportunity to do another championship a little bit ago, and
it took forever.
we are still there now. It's just it's
Yeah,
our
we
Doppler.
drove from there, and it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's our doppelganger. So we appreciate everybody tuning in here between Adidas, Rydell, Crossover, the city of Denver, but also the city of Denver. I'm tired. The city of Colorado. That sounds so much better.
The city of Colorado?
Yes, the city of Colorado. I love that she touched me on that. I'm my producer. Touching my arm like, don't say that. This is not appropriate. But, no, just the, Denver, Sheraton, Marv K Stadium, everything opened up. We're looking forward to it. Here we're getting ready for the kickoff.
Scary play right here for Utah.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those where if I'm on the sideline, I'm holding my breath
Pooch
because
kick it.
because Texas Elite can run this back with multiple people. There's the kick, and it looks like they're trying to pin her on the sideline, and she breaks through. That ball caught and returned by number 88, Maria Jackson, for the Texas Elite Spartans.
They're going to be at the 49-yard line, Coach.
The thing about Texas Elite is they can score with 48 seconds left.
Oh, yeah.
This is nothing to them.
And they got one timeout left.
Again, I watched them up 14-0 with Alabama knocking at the door like on the 3-yard line.
They were on the 3-yard
With
line.
7 minutes left in the half. We go to halftime and it's 35-0. You heard me correct. 35-0.
And you know how many plays Texas ran on offense in the first half of that game?
How many?
5. They ran 5 offensive plays.
Texas can score from anywhere.
So, ball's at the 48. Utah's going to call a timeout right here. That's going to be their second. Smart timeout.
Yeah,
Make sure
I think so
everybody's
too.
set.
Hey, do you know what you're looking at? Do you know what's coming? This is what we've seen on film. But this is one of those chances, when you have the 2 weeks, because there were 2 weeks between the last playoff game and today. When you have 2 weeks to plan, I mean, there's lots of shenanigans that can come about.
And I'm telling you right now, the person that we haven't heard from is Landry. Gore's been close a couple of times.
They took one shot to Landry, is all I remember so far.
They've thrown the ball to her one time, and I'm going to tell you, she is a game breaker. And the route that she's the most deadly on is the post. And right now they're sitting in a single high safety, and they're playing man underneath. And, that's good. That's kind of you're trying to get some hands on at the line of scrimmage, not give a free release. But on the last play when they went to that bunch look, she came free off the bunch, ran right down the seam. And if the quarterback would have seen her, just looked to her left, it's 6 points because she was open right now.
But you can speak to how difficult it is to look around when people are chasing you.
Oh yeah, because I'm sure that play was one of those things where they had it singled up on one side and they had a person that they wanted to go to, and they said, you know what, we're going to call this play, and this is the primary read. So she was looking at the primary read. I'm not saying anything bad about the quarterback play. I'm just telling you what I saw from the release was If you were a Utah fan, you didn't want to see it.
There's a snap. Bushman drops.
Going deep
out the right side. Great coverage right there. That ball intended for Jackson. Gallica in coverage right there, step for step.
I'm gonna
right
tell you
there
what.
with her, and I think she's talking to her now as they're coming back.
She can talk to her because she was in phase, hip to hip, eye to eye, but that was a great throw.
I mean, Bushman throws a wonderful ball. To me, she probably has the best touch of any quarterback in the WNFC. And wonderful person. Got to talk with her today. Just really awesome. And she talked about why Texas was here is because there's a family. When the chips are down is when you turn to your family. So that's what I'm expecting out of the Texas League Spartans.
We talked to 3 players, and they all 3 said the same thing. Different coverage right here, Coach.
There's a snap. There's Gore out in the open. Huge play right there by number 19 for the Utah Falcons. Minix. If Minix doesn't make that play, that's 6. Because Gore would have made people miss.
Oh, yeah. Gore's dynamic in the open field. So,
hey, with 33 seconds left, we probably need to talk about halftime just a little bit while we got this quick break.
There you go.
And when we talk about halftime, I want to let y'all know for the first part of halftime, we're going to have an opportunity to hear a little band. I'll give a little premise of that situation, keep me an idea of what's going on here. Because I'm not necessarily a smart man. But halftime entertainment will have Adrian Lyles and the Bound of Sound Evolution. Adrian is 14 years old. He's a singer-songwriter.
All right.
The entire band is 14 years old.
Okay.
The album that just was released was Average. He's performing 2 covers and 2 originals, so it's 4 songs. We're going to give them their dues.
Okay, so 2 and 2 is 4 now.
It is, so
okay.
4 songs.
I thought it was 22.
Well, in many ways it is, but sometimes people say 4. Like, 2 times 2 is 4, or 2 plus 2 is 4. That's strange, don't you think? That even though you put the times behind it, but 2 minus 2
10 times 10 is 20.
Oh, the knowledge that you're bringing me.
Everybody, we just got fired from our jobs.
We did.
That's the transitive property right there.
All right, here we go. Back to the gaming section. But sit tight and listen to some halftime enjoyment.
Hey, look, Coach, if there was ever a time for shallow cross right here,
See, I'm waiting on something to dig to come across.
Elizabeth Landry on a shallow cross right here, or Gore
on the cross.
Shallow cross
Empty
right here.
backfield. Here we go.
All right, and they're sitting in cover. This is cover 4.
There's a snap.
There's Gore in the middle of the field.
Bushman gets flush, rolls to her left.
Gore's got it.
And Gore is going to be taken down by number 56.
15-yard gain.
Brought down by number 56 for the Utah Falcons. That's Lessick.
So, first down and 10, 27 seconds left, Coach. Sitting at the 32-yard line.
You're well within striking distance.
Oh, yeah, this is not – they're not worried about the one thing that going against them is their time right here.
There's your mismatch, Bruner on Jackson.
Yes.
And there goes. She spins out, but she's going to be under pressure. Oh, huge play right there. Bushman brought down by number 60 for the Utah Falcons, Kaylee Falmo. And I'm sorry if I messed up your name. I apologize for that. I am reading.
And that's a loss of 4 on the sack. It's the first sack of the first half for either side. which is, you would kind of expect that because Utah's not going to throw the ball that much. And when they do, it's going to come out pretty quick.
Well, the thing is Bushman is so comfortable in the pocket. She stepped all the way up in the pocket into the mix of things. And to me, that's one of the things I love about the Texas Elite Spartans is that they're always calm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're out there like, we do this every day. Yeah, you scored. Big deal. We're going to come out and do what we do. Nobody's worried. Nobody's panicking. And you see that out of teams a lot of time if they're not used to being behind. But you see right here, this is cool, calm, and collected.
So Texas is now out of timeouts, 2nd down and 14 right here. And I'm still waiting for something. I mean, I know that the time is that we're at 18 seconds, but I would give my player a chance in the middle of the field right here. There's so much space.
Bushman rolls to her right, lets it fly, has a receiver open, and she just can't hold on. That pass intended for number 87, Amanda Hillman, just can't hang on to the ball. Popped out as she hit the ground, it looked like. Gallica in coverage right there. She's had a really good night in coverage.
Gallica's played a great game.
She's got a pick already?
But that pick was a big turning point because after you had the 14-play drive and then Texas Elite took it from their own 12 and was ripping off down the field, and then they went to that unbalanced, funky set that they were in, and they tried to trick them by throwing the backside slant. She read it, broke on the ball, made the great play, stole a possession for her team. And, let's be honest right now, anytime Utah steals a possession, that's more punishment that the Texas Elite Falcons or Texas Elite Spartans defense is taking.
Looks like they're going to rush 3 this time. Bushman in the gun.
Bad
Ball
snap.
bounces off the ground. The referee stays in the block. Bushman rolls to her right, looking for a receiver, trying to take her out of bounds.
That pass incomplete.
And I'm surprised they didn't call interference right there because she shoved her out of bounds. I think you got to throw that flag, unless they're going to deem that ball was uncatchable. Which I don't know how you make that argument. I think the Texas Elite Spartans get robbed on that call.
Yeah, that was pass interference.
I just don't. I don't know how you don't call that one.
But I'm thinking that official on that sideline over there did what we wish most NFL officials would do. Saw that as a bailout play and swallowed the flag and said, I'm not throwing this and helping you out when you had no chance. You know what? How many times I've watched a bunch of games on Sunday where like, that had nothing to do with it. 4 seconds.
I mean, it was good coverage until she pushed her.
I agree. But you know me. I mean, I'm going to go ahead. Here comes Utah's going to take their last time out right here.
They were waiting to see who they're going to come out in.
Yep.
They're coming out in that trips look. I think if you're Utah, you go ahead and you rush 3.
I would rush 2.
And if I am the Texas Elite Spartans, I throw a screen to DeGraff and Reed right here. I send everybody deep and throw the screen to DeGraff and Reed and hope that I can get in.
Or, Coach, how about this? Take DeGraff and Reed and sprint her out away from the trips right there and throw the tunnel screen back underneath or jailbreak screen and just release all 5 linemen. Pump the little flare screen to the right. Throw the tunnel screen back here to Landry and have her with, 6 or 7 blockers running down the middle of the field.
But this is not a pivotal possession for the Texas because they're going to get the ball back. They're going to get the ball back at half.
It'll be, it's one of those things. Texas Elite for the year has been a machine, and if I'm the Texas Elite, I go in the locker room and go, look, we turned the ball over twice. That's what the problem is. Yeah, and we had a horrible hold on the extra point, and from up here now, I don't want to make,
not trying to bash the holder.
I don't want to bash people. And things like that. But, you could see, I don't know if the snap got inside on her or what, but she fumbled or bobbled the snap a little bit and got it down late. And that caused the ball to be pushed wide right. Point being is that, right now that's a big play in our minds, but it may not be to them. They may say, hey, we score again, we're kicking the extra point because we're going to score again.
Low snap. Bushman looks out to her left, lets it fly across the middle.
Dropped.
And that ball dropped by Landry. Bruner there to help make the play.
Now, she wasn't going to score right there, Coach.
No, and I think she went ahead and let that one go. That's one of those where you're going to get TKO'd if you catch that ball.
Get murked in the middle of the field on that one.
So at the end of 2, Utah Falcons 14, Texas Elite Spartans 6. We got us a barn burner, folks.
This is all we could want for.
We're fixing to push into halftime. I'm waiting on my boss to tell me when the music's coming.
When the music gets set up, gentlemen, they're going to go do that real quick. We'll
Okay,
take a
hey,
break here, and everybody enjoy themselves, and we'll come back.
Okay, we'll be back.
We'll get the stats ready for here. 20 minutes on the clock. Stay with us. Here's some music from Adrian Lyles and the album Average. Average or Alvarage?
Okay.
Okay, either way. All right, gentlemen. Hey, 14-6, what a game here at Denver, Colorado. Gentlemen, are you happy?
Yes.
This is we wanted a tight game.
I understand that, man, and I feel like I'm wearing spandex, and there's extra small, so we're good. Got to laugh out of the man in the back. All right, here we go. Hang in there. We got 20 minutes on the clock. Be safe.
I start, I just like to get to know the audience. So, who's here for Texas? Yeah. Who's here for Utah? We got an even stance, okay? So, my name is Adrian Lyles, and this is my band. We're gonna be doing some songs for you guys. I'm gonna take it away on a solo song first, and then I'll have them help me out. Does anybody in the audience know who Rihanna is? Yeah, she's a small artist. Not many people know her. This is Stay by Rihanna. I hope you enjoy it. How long it was a fever, a cold sweat, hot-headed believer. She threw my hands in the air and said, show me something. She said, if you dare, come a little closer. Oh, round and around and around and around we go. Oh, now tell me now, tell me now, tell me now you know. Not really sure how to feel about it. Something in the way you move makes me feel like I can't live without you. It takes me all the way. I want you to stay. I want you to stay. It's not much of a life you're living. It's not just something you take, it's given. Oh, round and around and around and around we go. Oh, now tell me now, tell me now, tell me now you know. Not really sure how to feel about it. Something in the way you move makes me feel like I can't live without you. It takes me all the way. I want you to stay. I want you to stay. Funny, you're the broken one, but I'm the only one who needed saving. 'Cause when you never need the light, it's hard to know which one of us is caving. Not really sure how to feel about it. Something in the way you move makes me feel like I can't live without you. It takes me all the way. I want you to stay. I want you to stay. I want you to stay. Oh, oh, oh. I want you to stay. Thank you. So before I get into the next part, I just like to give a big thanks to the WNFC for having us out here. Because, you know, we got to come out here and play for you guys, and that's so epic. I feel like I'm in a music video with the wind and. So to my right, I have my bass player, Paul Zahn. He's fantastic. You can give him a round of applause. And on my left, I have my drummer, Charles Plana. He's phenomenal. Give him a round of applause. So I release original music, and this song is a single from the last sort of EP that I did. It's called Nobody Knows My Name, and I have my band members helping me out. We're Adrian Lyles and the Sound Evolution. This is Nobody Knows My Name. I hope you enjoy. Nobody knows my name. Nobody tells me what to say. Everyone treats me just the same. nobody knows my name. Don't expect to see me on TV, and if I was you wouldn't notice me. No one calls my name out on the street, but who doesn't love some privacy? Nobody knows my name. Nobody listens to the songs I play. Everyone treats me just the same, 'cause nobody knows my name. Yes, I've had interviews on the radio, but only on the stations you don't know. I've never started any movies before, but if I did, you probably wouldn't know. Just sit down and enjoy the show. Nobody knows my name. Nobody comes to the concerts I play. Even if I wanted, I couldn't change if nobody knows my name. While some stars around looking for fame, and someone money more than anything. Music's the one thing keeping me sane, and I don't want anything to change. Nobody knows my name. I've never ever had a taste of fame. Everyone treats me just the same, 'cause nobody knows. Nobody knows my name, and I don't want anything other than me. Everyone treats me just the same, 'cause nobody knows. Isn't it strange nobody knows my name? I can't complain, don't want a thing to change, 'cause nobody knows my name. Nobody knows my name. Thank you. So, I like to talk a lot. Sorry. So, before we get into the next song, I just like one more round of applause for the WNFC for having us out here. And this next song I've been playing since I first started playing gigs around. It's called Let It Go by James Bay. So, like, I really like this song. I've been playing it since the beginning of my musical career. So I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I do. This is Let It Go by James Bay. From walking home and talking loads, to seeing shows and even close.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have an opportunity to interview some of the players, and I want to bring in them right now. Even though we got a wonderful concert going on, I want to have an opportunity to do that. So Adam and Craig want to bring in our mic here. I'm going to hand it over to you, gentlemen, and see how bad you do a great job on the situation. I got a lot of faith in you. Scale of 1 to 10 is probably about a 3. So knock out this interview and have a little fun.
All right, we're here with Siobhan Verdry, correct?
Yeah.
Number 99 for the Seattle Majestics.
And player of the week in week 4 and week 6 for the WNFC.
That's impressive. You're also the Turnbull winner this year, correct?
Yeah, defensive player of the year.
That's
Amazing.
I will say it's not surprising because we've seen you play. We've done several Majestic games this year.
I was a big Majestics fan.
Yes, indeed.
I picked you to be here.
What do you do for a living?
I work at Microsoft in Redmond, Seattle.
Okay. And you're originally from where?
Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay. Towers High School, correct?
Towers High School.
Okay.
Grad, in Georgia State University.
All right.
Graduate as well.
Okay, his mic right here. Let me fix this.
All right. So exactly where do you see the WNFC going next year?
Oh, I think this is just the beginning of so much more. I was fairly impressed. I'm a rookie myself, and I didn't know things like this existed. And they hold a strong spot in encouraging other women that this is possible. And I think it's just the beginning of so much more to come.
Okay, what's been your favorite part of this
Check
season?
2, 3, 4, 5.
Honestly, my teammates, we had a really, really good defense, which allowed me to be as good as I was, and our squad that we had was just amazing.
You're back up and running. Sorry. Technology is not our fate.
All right. What do you think of the game so far?
Oh, I will say it's not what I expected, but it is awesome. I wouldn't have had it any other way. I'm glad it's like exceeding my expectations, and I'm really excited for second half.
You obviously played in the All-Star game today.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy that?
Oh, it was great to be out there with wonderful women on both sides of the conference, top-notch plays, which is why we led to a tie because we were all just giving it our best out there.
Have you made a lot of new friends since you've been here?
Oh, for sure. For sure. We play against a lot of these ladies throughout the year, so it's a little different being on the same sideline as them, so some friendships can be made.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I know that you guys are going to carry this into next year. It's so much fun when you get to know the people that you're going to play. And to me, it adds a little bit of rivalry to that stuff.
Oh, yeah. There might be a little more smack talking.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, well, we congratulate you on all your accolades this season and wish you the best of luck for next year. Can't wait to watch some of your games.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Hey, have a good day.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going?
How are you?
Good.
I'm good.
Mic check.
And it's Kristen?
Yep.
Okay, I'm making sure it wasn't Kirsten. I didn't want to mess that up. London. Now, London, you're with the Denver Bandits. I said you were with somebody earlier today. Who was that? I said you were with the Nebraska Nighthawks,
yeah.
and that was wrong. We watch so many games sometimes, but I do remember watching you, and I know you from the Phoenix, from back when you were with the Phoenix. We used to call those games as well. What took you out to Denver?
Just pretty much just like at the beginning, and I mean, so I think that women's football doesn't really do the trading thing right now, so I had to trade myself, and I mean, it's a great league, and then, I just wanted just to see the world and still play football. So.
It is a really, really nice city. We've thoroughly enjoyed our time here. What are your thoughts on the WNFC, how this year went?
This year, for sure, with the rookie season for the WNFC, to me, has went phenomenal. The leaders behind it, with the admin and everything like that, they did a phenomenal job with really getting us out there. Shout out to the sponsors, Adidas and Rodell. We're continuing to make strides, and these women behind it are phenomenal women. I'm extremely proud of the league.
How was it to get to play against some of your old teammates again today?
I mean, it was good. So if you know me, then you know Janitra Shields, she's my best friend, but she ate grass today.
Yeah, we saw that.
We saw that. We saw that.
And it felt good.
I thought it was clean. That's just my opinion. I thought it was clean.
She's 6'3". Come on. She's 6'3". That was super clean.
We didn't think it was a penalty.
Yeah,
It definitely wasn't, but I appreciate that.
What do you do for a living here in Denver?
I work at a law firm during the day, and by night I am a security guard. And then my trade is photography and videography.
Okay. Well, that's awesome.
Shout out to Turtle Ball TV too, the #1 women's football sports show.
Awesome.
Me, right here, the producer.
There it is.
Well, that's great. Hey, we really appreciate your time. Okay, and this year, some of your accolades?
Yep. So I just now received word that I received the Turnbull Award, and so I had the opportunity to play against Bull last year, and she ran me over, and I literally cannot wait to share that story with the world. She represents grit, tenacity, and she had phenomenal character, and so that's great to think that you guys think that I embody that, and so I really take that accolade serious, and I'm just here to change the game because I know that Bull would too.
There's no question you're a great player. There's no question about that. We know that.
Long live Bull forever. Long live #9 forever.
Well, congratulations again.
Thank you.
And can't wait to see you play next season. Good luck in your off-season training. And we love your city.
All right, thank you.
You bet.
Y'all have a good day.
You too.
Let's go get drunk. You guys have a good after party.
All right, we're back to action.
DeGraffenreid with a 16-yard run and a first down on the first play of the second
Bushman
half.
takes a snap, pitch to DeGraffenreid. DeGraffenreid on the edge.
Nice
She
tackle.
gets shoestringed. Not shoestringed, but shoestringed right there. Really huge play right there for Utah Falcons. By memory, Ware coming up and just grabbing hold of a leg and waiting for the cavalry.
Very nice play right there. DeGraffenreid ripped off.
I tell you what, I'm a huge fan, and every time I talk to one of these ladies, I become a bigger fan. You know, and you know, it's so fun to go down and talk to these ladies, and that's the one thing I miss about not being on site is not being able to talk to the players. You know, I'm really hoping the WNFC starts doing games of the week and sends us around the country. That would be awesome.
Yeah, you talked us into this one. There you go, Coach. Just keep on doing it.
Bushman takes the snap, give it to DeGraffenreid right up the gut. There she goes. She's out in the open. Oh, there's a flag down.
Coming back, it's going to be a holding.
She's eventually going to be pushed down. Ayano tripped her up. Looked like Cox was there to shove her down.
That was a 20-yard gain, too, Coach.
Nobody wants to get in the way of that. That's going to be a hold, or at least that's the area of holding.
And
indeed, it is a hold on the Texas Elite Spartans, and that hurts.
Fourth penalty of the night on Texas Elite. And if we're just looking at this, Coach, they've killed themselves with turnovers. And they are all, right now, that's their fourth penalty, which isn't a horrible number. But Utah only has 2.
They've been able to overcome the penalty hole so far tonight. There's several times where they've dug themselves out of a hole because they're so explosive.
But right now they're sitting at 2nd and 21.
Well, you never want to find yourself in 2nd and 21. That's not a good thing to find yourself in. But
most surprising thing in the first half for you, Coach.
Most surprising thing in the first half, the turnovers by Texas Elite.
Yep. And the fact that they turned it over twice and they're still only down 8, they were able to, handle that one, turnover down inside their own 26, inside their 30. They gave them the ball at the 26.
Oh,
smokes.
Geez, Lou, how is that possible?
It can't be a delay.
Okay, they didn't reset the clock. That's what happened. There's no way.
They just marked off the penalty, man. They can't. I mean, let's be honest right here.
You got to reset the clock, bub.
You can't have the play clock running while the penalty's being marked off.
Now's the time where we need to key up It's Tricky.
There you go.
I'm all about y'all singing it. Let's see if the referee's mic's on.
There we go. Atta boy.
Yeah, he says high five. Raise the roof.
Raise the roof.
I think he was raising the roof. If he was playing paper, rock, scissors, we'd be in trouble. All right, here we're back to action.
All right, it's going to be the toss out here to the left to Gore.
Well, it's 2nd and 21, so, Coach, I think it's going to be something to –
There's the snap, and it's the
Look
toss.
at you.
It's the toss to Gore out to the left side. She's got the edge, and Bruner comes up and hammers her. But not before she's able to get, 10 yards?
gain 10 right there.
They're setting that up, though. They're setting up what you're talking about.
Yep. I agree. And here comes –
And now you're in 2-down territory for the Texas Elite Spartans.
yeah, you're not going to punt from right here, Coach, unless you lose yardage on this play right here and it's 4th and 15 or 16 or something like that. You're going to try to get 6 or 7 right here. They may – hey, this might be a great time to put if Gore's in the backfield right here, DeGraffenreid's in the backfield.
Okay, doubles look. I'm thinking they're going to swing DeGraffenreid out to the right side.
I am too.
There's a snap. DeGraffenreid releases.
She rolls.
She's across the middle. Ball,
Comeback
intended for Landry, and she can't hang on right there. Cox in coverage, but that should have been an easy catch for Landry. Would have set up a 4th and short.
Yeah. I'd come back and run the same play.
I'm telling you, if you run a swing route with DeGraffenreid, people can't come up on that, and if they do, somebody's wide open.
All right, 4th down right here. Texas Elite were 0 for 2 of first down for 4th down conversions in the first half. One of them on the bad punt snap. You have to count that. So, it is what it is. The last one on the last play of the first half.
Bushman in the gun, double set. DeGraffenreid to her right. Looks like we're going to get a 4-man rush out of the Utah Falcons. Utah Falcons do a twist up front, let it fly across the middle. Oh!
She caught it.
My goodness. What a catch. What
All the
a
way
catch.
down to the 4.
That's Hillman. She gets hammered and comes down with it anyway. There's somebody that wants the ball. What a catch. She's like a one-man virus, a one-woman virus.
Only one coming. Only one catching
it. Only one coming down with it. Man. And just like that, they're in dire straits. And like I said, that's the thing. The Texas Elite Spartans are a machine out there on offense. They're just explosive. There's a snap, pitch out to the Graffenried out to the right side. She cuts it back. It was that holds on for it. Bruner comes up. Oh
no.
Bruner down.
Yep.
Bruner down, holding her knee. It looks like that's a terrible sign for the Falcons.
It is.
All right, we're going to watch. They're taking care of Bruner. We'll take a quick look at that last play, the big pass play. All right, you see it's a low snap right there. But right here, you see how tight the coverage is because that's Hillman. Hillman circled right there. All right, right here, I'm thinking this is the pass of death.
Yeah.
Because not only do you have a trailer right here, but you got the safety coming over fixing to knock her head off.
Yep.
And she does just that. Boom. She comes down with it. Everybody thinks she's going to fall. She stays up until she's brought down by number 19 and number 56 for the Utah Falcons, Minix and Lessick.
That was a huge conversion right there, Coach.
I mean, what was it, 4th and 11?
4th and 12, yeah. You get a 35-yard gain on 4th and 12 right there, pick up the first down.
Throwing the ball across the middle where the receiver ends up bracketed. That's just want to out of Hillman right there.
Hillman went up and got that thing.
And to hang on to it.
Now we're back in the eye right here for Texas Elite. Here's shift to unbalance again, Coach.
They've got to shift the front.
They didn't shift the front.
There it goes.
They still haven't shifted the front enough.
And Gore on a give in the middle, and she gets in standing up. It's too easy. Give her 6.
I mean,
it's too easy.
That was 5 yards.
And right here, to start the second half, I've always been told the first 5 minutes of the second half determine how the rest of the game will go. And the Texas Elite Spartans come out and assert themselves.
Huge play right here. Do they go for 2 or do they kick it right here? If it was me, I would kick it. I still think it's too early to go for 2.
I agree.
But after that last play, I might rethink and shift again and run the same play.
If the team's not going to adjust a tackle over.
That's just, Coach, they got one person on the other side.
It's.
Here it is again.
Just the opposite set.
That is 4 solid.
There's everybody over. And look at the hole. 5
solid.
The toss out.
Oh, they tackled her. She fumbled.
She didn't get in.
Nope.
That's a big play by the Utah Falcons defense.
Mark it down at 10-19. That's a failed 2-point conversion.
Okay, well, with 10-19 left in the third, the Utah Falcons 14, Texas Elite 12. I tell you what, this inaugural WNFC championship game is all it's billed to be.
And, the bad part about it is I got to watching the play and became, not just commentator but coach and was looking out there and didn't mash the replay button. I'm just an idiot.
Well, I wouldn't classify you as an idiot, sir. I think we're just excited.
Just dumb?
No. I think it's hard to watch a game like this and not get into it. If you coach ball, it's hard to not think, okay, what am I going to do right here? Look at how they're setting up. What am I fixing to do?
But I think right there, here's the thing. Utah played great defense. Great defense for this. But if I'm Utah right here, I go back to what I did in the first half.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Pounding the rock.
If I'm Texas Elite, I'm fired up now, and that's what my defense needed. My defense is rested and they're fired up.
Well, and they better be because the first half was I've got
to get off the field quick.
Yeah, that's the key right here.
Because if I don't, if I start the second half defensively like I did the first half, where even if they don't score and I give up a 14-play drive, my defense is exhausted and battered.
And they've been on the field for forever anyway.
Valdepena kick.
Oh no,
man. That's picked up by the Utah Falcons, and she's swum under. That ball returned by number 28. Kim Crink, and tackled by number 5 for the Texas Elite Spartans, Caitlin Carter.
So it'll be 1st and 10 right here. Ball at the 35-yard line. And we have light in the booth. Coach Collins, we need to contact Bo and let him know that our replay thing has gone bananas.
All right, just had to flip on the lights in here. Didn't realize how dark it was.
It's not working, so
it's okay. All right. Texas Elite Spartan stem, motion over the top.
Trap.
Give underneath. Nicely played. Nicely played right there by the Texas Elite Spartans. Unfortunately, that's still going to give up 3.
Is that
looked like the entire D-line was in on that.
Who was the fullback, Coach?
That was Revis Platt on the carry.
Revis Platt for 3 right there. Let's bring up 2nd and 7.
Lane under center. Looks like they're checking. Looks like they're checking the play.
Oh, they went the wrong way.
Uh-oh. Cox stays up. Oh, big play right there by the Texas Elite Spartans. Huge play by number 52 right there. That's Grayson, Angelica Grayson for the Texas Elite Spartans. Huge play to set up 3rd and long. And this is what the Texas Elite Spartans needed to do in the second half. Right now, get off the field.
Yep. So 3rd down and 9 right here. This will incredibly be the 10th third down of the game.
Here we go. Think option?
I'm thinking pass.
Motion over the top.
Fade.
And they oh man. She's out. She's out of bounds on that play. But Winberg right there.
Wow.
What a grab. What a grab. I mean, that ball was put the only place it could be.
High and to the outside right there, Coach. It's going to bring up a punt. Now, here's the question. You're Texas. You've got all the momentum in the game right here. Okay?
I go after it.
Do you go after this punt?
I go after it. I don't worry about a turn. I send 11.
Well, I'm setting up the return right here, Coach, because
Brashford gets it off.
Oh, they're going to get a return on this one, Coach.
Oh, yeah, they are. Coming around the right side. Got a couple of blocks set up.
That's a really nice job right there on both sides. Utah boxed her in, and the returner saw it and just took what she could get. Great job right there.
Singleton on the return, wrapped up by a host of Falcons.
Now, Coach, we have gotten to that point in the game right here. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Texas Elite Spartans. Ball's going to be at the 46-yard line.
If you're the Utah Falcons, you got to hold right here.
There's no doubt about it. You don't want to fall behind.
If you can hold right here, then this game may turn into whoever has the ball last.
I'm thinking right here, if you can hold right here, you give yourself a chance to have, a little momentum when you get the ball back on offense.
Well, if you can hold right here, you can push. You score. You push it to a 2-possession lead. Bushman drops, looks left, lots of time.
Uh-oh.
Gives it to Landry underneath.
Oh, no.
Landry fighting through tackles, getting help from the O-line. Great job by the offensive line for the Texas Elite Spartans getting downfield right there.
Landry for 15 right there, Coach, and a 1st down.
You were saying earlier, why not throw her the shallow?
They tried to throw her the slant right there. Bushman just allowed her to clear, and then finally gave it to her.
Well, the offensive line, great job by the Texas Elite Spartan offensive line. She had all day to throw the ball.
And that's going to bring up 1st and 10, ball at the 38 of the Utah Falcons, and Utah's in trouble.
You can't let an elite passer just stand there. Okay. Pro formation, I backfield. Bushman under center.
Straight dive.
Straight dive right there. Popped, but spins out and is able to get free. That's number 27 on the carry. That's Jelani Kelly at fullback.
They didn't give her anything on that, Coach.
Great job by the Utah Falcons defense. Really everybody rallying to the ball right there. Although
Good to see.
When they line up in that pro formation, I'm waiting on them to send Umiki on the pop.
Yep. Good to see Bruner back out there.
Yeah, that's a game ender for the Falcons if she doesn't play.
You see who made the tackle on that last play, Coach?
I did. If you give me a minute.
It's an interesting way.
Oh, no, I did not. There's a snap, give on the deep handoff to Gore.
Nice play.
That's terrible. It was actually the pancake block that brought her down.
Tackled by number 60, though.
Umiki, Pancakes number 60, or is that 50? Pancakes number 60 for the Falcons. That's Falmo. She pancakes her and knocks her into Gore. And Kaylee has the sense of thought to reach out and swipe her foot.
So it's going to bring up third down right here, Coach. And you know this is 2-down territory. And Utah switched. They've gone to a 3-man front.
Oh, here's that overload. Here comes the ball. Look at the
understand
bubble.
What is going on?
You got to slide the front.
Delay a game, Coach.
Oh, that's huge. But if I'm the defensive coordinator for the Utah Falcons, I'm losing my mind right now.
First of all, if I'm the defensive coordinator for the Utah Falcons, I'm going back to what I played the whole first half.
I know what they're doing, but, you don't want to outthink yourself.
And look at that, Coach. They didn't do it either. I thought they were going back. Now they're in. Look, there's no way they can make a play on this.
A little tunnel screen.
They got him.
And there goes Landry. She is dangerous and so strong. Staying up. Finally brought down by Cox. And let's see who was there with the initial hit. That's Bruner. But it's a first down for the Texas Elite Spartans. And the Texas Elite Spartans are on the march.
And, just really simple. 16 yards, and it was a quick screen.
You knew something was coming with that set. You knew they were setting that up.
Yeah.
Where they're going to throw the quick screen and then release everybody and just smack them around.
The point being is that, you can't keep playing this front. We're at 5:16 to go right now, and you're in the game. You're leading the game. You can't. I don't understand it. It's a 3-man front. They're fixing to get ran over.
You're getting ready to get gashed again. There's a snap. Toss to Gore.
And look at the hat on the hat.
Gore cuts back. That was a hold, and they
call it.
Hold right there on the defensive tackle on the offensive right side. And that one's coming back.
Gore gained 18 on that, but it's coming back on the penalty.
But you can't play them in a 3-man line. And I understand what Utah's trying to do. In my opinion, what Utah's trying to do right now is they're like, okay, we're going to show them something different. We're going to confuse them. They went into the locker room and they were scheming against what we're doing, and so now we're going to show them something else. But a 3-man line without blitzing somebody every play, forget about it.
They're sitting there.
You're a sitting duck.
Waiting to be blocked. And
if the team can run the ball, you're done.
And I'm sitting up here watching this, and I can hear my dad in the back of my head going, 3-man rush gets you beat every time. Love you, Dad.
If it's 3rd and long, that's one thing.
Now they're going to rush the A-gap.
Bushman
back
drops,
in the flat.
Looks left and comes back to the center of the field. Looked like she was trying to hook up with, I'm thinking that's Jackson.
It is. The bad part about it is if she'd have thrown the ball back in the flat coming out here to the left, it's all she wrote.
Man, it's hard making decisions, and I would imagine it's very difficult. I've never played quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
I've dealt with a lot of different quarterbacks, and I think it's very difficult once you've got in your head what you think is going to be there to now come away to something else.
Absolutely correct. But I'm sitting here looking at it. If there's 4:30 left to go in the championship game, you got a 2-point lead, and you've switched.
4:30 left in the third, yeah.
My bad. 4:30 left in the third, but you switched your front for no reason.
It's that overload.
Oh, here comes the fakes. They weren't set. They were not set. Illegal motion.
And another penalty. Another penalty right there.
Illegal shift right there because she didn't get set. I know they call it illegal motion, but she didn't get set. Now it's going to be 2nd and 25, Coach. All right, so 2nd down and 25 right here, Coach. I'm still thinking, when she shifted out here that time, you know what I thought was fixing to happen?
What were you
I
thinking?
thought it was the fake screen and go. But they don't need to do that. They just run the football.
And Bushman drops. It's the quick screen.
Dropped
on the, but that might have been backwards. They didn't blow a whistle. And so that's going to be a loss. That's going to bring up, man. That's the thing. Anytime you throw that quick screen or a bubble screen, if that ball's thrown backwards, it's a live ball when it hits the ground.
So that ends up being a minus 2-yard rush for Gore right there. And it'll bring up 3rd and 26.
We're sitting here yelling at the Utah Falcons defense about get out of the 3-man, get out of the 3-man. And it's working.
I wouldn't say it's working. I'd say Texas
But if I'm the Texas Elite Spartans, I'm gashing them.
Yeah.
I'm gashing them with leads up the gut. Because I'm doubling and sliding, and it's going to be nasty.
Now, if you're in a 3-man line right here, that's fine.
Bushman drops. Throw out to the right side. That looks like Jackson. Going to be brought out of bounds by Gallica. Nice open field tackle there.
They just completed that ball to Jackson for 6 yards.
And now you're going to have 4th down and what looks to be about 18.
Yeah. I mean, so, you got what you wanted. The penalties aided right there. But, I mean, it's 4th and 18.
But if this drive is stopped, it's not due solely to the Utah Falcons.
Nope.
The Texas Elite Spartans will have shot themselves in the foot on this one.
I agree.
DeGraff and Reed's in the game. I swing DeGraff and Reed out and let her run.
They're in. Good Lord. They're dropping.
There's a snap. Bushman drops, throws, has a receiver.
Oh, that's a great throw, but it
was a wonderful throw, but you got to go to the sticks. You got to go to the sticks. You can't give them the ball back.
Who called that ball, Coach?
I think that was Hillman. 87.
12-yard gain for Hillman right there, but, hey, you know what? Ball turns over on downs. Penalties killed that drive for Texas Elite.
Penalties. You cannot beat yourself.
And if I'm sitting there in the booth for Texas Elite, then I'm coming out, and if they're going to stay in that 3-man line, I'm going to unbalance that thing. I'm going to turn around and hand the ball.
How do you play the unbalanced in a 3-man line?
You can't.
You load everybody. You take the back out of the backfield. You don't use the sniffer back anymore.
No.
And you play one flanker, and you line everybody up on that side, and you just bash them.
So
bash them, punch them right in the nose. You do it till their nose bleeds.
2:39 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Ayano in motion, comes back. Changing the play right there. Cox in motion. The give up the gut.
Yep.
That's Tila.
And that's 10 and a 1st down. 11 and a 1st down.
And that's the thing, is this offense will wear on you.
Now, but see, here's the thing. They're in that, we talked about them being in no huddle. You saw what they did right there. They gave the decoy motion right there.
Waiting to see what the reaction to motion is going to be.
And then they go back to what they do well, and they're going to start eating up the clock. You got to stop the dive in this. And so far tonight, the fullbacks have been the big yardage gainers for them.
Motion over the top.
Counter.
Well played by the defensive line for the Texas Elite Spartans. Number 77, the first one there, kind of blew things up, Goddard. And then he got cleaned up by number 6, Olivia Griswold. Great play right there by the big ones up front.
Was that Cox on the carry?
It was.
2nd and 11 right here. And this is here we go. Here's that empty set, and this right here could be, they're in this set. We've seen them run the option out of this set. We've seen them throw the ball out of this set.
This is a funky set.
Yes.
And the way they're playing the slot over here.
Oh, look at that. Here's the option.
Oh, and there goes Lane. Oh, nicely played. Wrapped up quick there. Number 20, is that 23?
Yes, sir.
Number 23, great play right there. But it wasn't with 23. I don't have a 23.
33, maybe?
I think they said whelps for the Texas Elite Spartans. I'm looking for it. I don't see it.
Whoops, we don't have that one.
Yeah, I don't see it. Great play right there.
I'm going to go with 33 just for the fun of it. Another third down right here.
3rd and long for the Utah Falcons.
Quarterback follow.
Quarterback follow, and there's no doing. Number 77, the first one there for the Texas Elite Spartans. Big Goddard.
Goddard's having a game, Coach.
Had the gang in there with number 6, Olivia Griswold, and number 55, Fanny Robinson. You know, that was a D-line play. The D-line blew that one up. Great job by the Texas Elite Spartans.
Now, if I'm Utah, I'm not punting this ball. Do not punt the ball. Let the clock run. We got 12 seconds in the third quarter. Just 29 on the play clock.
Well, they're not going to run a play.
That's exactly
right. At
right.
the end of 3, the Utah Falcons 14, the Texas Elite Spartans 12.
And we got 1 quarter in a close game, Coach.
4th quarter, 2-point game.
Yes.
This is what I'm talking about. This is what we've been dreaming about.
All right, gentlemen. So I'm going to take a moment here, and we're going to have an opportunity to talk a little bit about what happened after the All-Star game. What you're seeing on the screen right now is the Gridiron Girls Camp. Jenny Welters, did I pronounce that correctly? Welters, first referee in the NFL history. I had an opportunity to play arena football and a great deal of women's football. She holds a great deal of these camps, and what you're seeing right now is footage of those particular camps. We want to say thank you so much for the 60 ladies that showed up to participate in this. This was a wonderful experience, lasted about 90 minutes. At the at the next timeout, if we get these teams to call timeout here, we will go over the awards winner because they are moving at a rapid pace.
Yes, they are.
And you're doing a great job, gentlemen. And we're holding on to our Bobby socks. Even though I don't own Bobby socks, I'm still holding on to them at this point. I'm Bo McMichael with Craig Chapman and Adam Collins.
You forget him?
No, I was saying something else here, so my brain fried for a second. So we're getting back to the action here, and let's get ready for start of the 4th quarter. Gentlemen, Adam, Craig, what are we going on here? In our brains, it's 14-12. Utah's got the ball. I thought Texas Elite was going to take the momentum shift felt like it was occurring. How do y'all feel about that?
Well, I mean, it really looked like it, but and it still is because so far they've stuffed the Utah Falcons twice.
Now, are we living here for the rest of our lives?
Possibly because the view.
Yes.
This sunset is amazing.
I'm just done. I am done with anything.
I mean, it looks like a picture.
It does.
Well, who's the guy that does all the little lights on the picture? Is that Kincaid? What's his name?
Yeah, Thomas Kincaid.
Thomas Kincaid.
But I'm more of a Bob Ross man myself. I like little pictures.
Some happy little trees.
Hey guys, even in the WFC, the change people screwed it up.
And there's the kick.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. And that's
Horrible
bad
kick.
news for the Utah Falcons. Great news for the Texas Elite Spartans, though.
There is. We got 15 minutes remaining here. I'm going to have an opportunity to throw some, most importantly, the winners of the awards that took place this morning. We had Breakfast of Champions, and I'll have a chance to run them, but I want to, give an opportunity not to kind of come over the field itself, but I want to, if I have a chance here, I'll bring it up here. It was very interesting how all the awards kind of played out at this point. Gentlemen, overall experience so far here, Cup 9.
Amazing.
9 Cup. I keep calling it Cup 9, and I get yelled at about that. 9 Cup here at the WNFC.
Amazing.
It's been great. I wish Utah would get out of this front.
Yeah, this front is the most.
Gore motions out.
They're fixing to do exactly what you said, Coach. This is fixing to be just ram it down their throat right here on this right side.
And there's the give with everybody in front of her. I mean, I don't understand it. Great carry right there by number 27, Jelani Kelly.
If they hand Jelani Kelly the ball like that,
you can run it every play.
5 more times, she'll be in the end zone, and it'll be, 18-14 because they cannot play this defense against this front. It just can't happen.
And on the top right-hand corner, you're seeing all the award winners throughout the 2019 season here. We'll have a chance to talk a little bit about them here shortly. Just want to have an opportunity to let you know what's coming across on the top right-hand corner.
Coach, I'm starting to get just upset at this front.
I don't get this at all.
They don't have enough
motion. And a little crisscross right there to give it to DeGraffenreid.
It's coming back because they didn't have enough people on the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
DeGraffenreid had a 12-yard gain right there.
Well, the last time that Utah got off the field, and I don't know if that's why they're sticking with this, because they think they got off the field, but you got off the field because the Texas Elite Spartans committed penalties, and not because you stopped them.
That was an illegal formation. They didn't have enough people on the line. I can tell you right now, they line back up and run the same play again, they're going to get the same result.
You gash them again.
And I know people are probably sitting at home thinking, these guys think they know what they're talking about. But
no, this would, if I was the coach of the Texas Elite Spartans, this would be the DeGraffenreid show.
Oh, and I'm going to tell you right now, unless they get out of the three-man line, they should never throw the ball again in this game.
No. Why?
I don't understand. I can't figure it out for the life of me. And I would never be in this formation. And
no, I'm loading it up on the line of scrimmage. Here I come.
I don't care what the down and distance is, even though it's 1st and 15. Here comes the
blitz.
blitz.
And there's the blitz, but it doesn't get – pass intended for Hillman. I tell you what, if Ayano had seen that one.
We might be running down the left sideline right here,
If she had seen that one, it would have been a race to the end zone.
I do appreciate this game, though, Coach, because it doesn't make us look like complete idiots because we did pick Utah.
Well, we did say it was going to be, and everybody, by all accounts, save one. This was going to be a tight, hard-fought ball game.
And Utah has come to play. I don't understand the switch to the front.
Dance with the one that brung you.
Look here, Coach.
Thank you.
Look at here.
Doubles.
Now this is.
I'm sorry, empty. Bushman, quick throw out to the right side to DeGraffenreid. DeGraffenreid gets to the outside. That's the thing. It's not only she huge, but she's fast. And Ayano, again, if they had been swinging the ball to DeGraffenreid out of the backfield, there'd be a different ball game.
Yep. And I'm telling you right now that
that's a first down.
It is. That's the 11th first down. Look, think about this, Coach. Utah's got 10 first downs. Texas has 11. We talk about evenly matched games. Talk about what you want in a championship game.
The turnover ratio is, and it really on paper it's 2-1. Realistically, it's 2-0.
Well, realistically, it's 3-1 because of the punt.
3-1. You're right.
Snap.
The bad punt.
Although they didn't score on that, but still,
you can't keep giving teams chances. Here comes Hillman across in motion. Going to set up trips on the left side. Give to Gore up the gut.
Fumble.
She dropped the ball on the ground. I think she was able to get back on it. No. Bruner signaling the other way. It's a fight. It's a Utah ball. What a change of events right there.
Who got the ball, Coach?
It's already been signaled. You already had a referee signal that it's Utah ball. I don't know how you go back on that.
First down. First down, Utah. Did anybody see who came up with the ball?
Anybody see a number? Hey, can we get a number from inside?
I don't think so, man.
Okay, what are we paying you guys for?
I think nickels and quarters at this point. I appreciate you saying that based on the day that we've had.
Wow.
It has been eventful, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. It's never non-eventful on that part. I mean, it's 12:27. Is it 12:27?
12:27 to go in the game right here.
But we've been all Semper Fi here, adapt and overcome.
I'm telling you, man, 12:57 on our normal clock, 12:27 on the main clock.
And so now that's 4 turnovers by the Texas Elite Spartans.
And that wasn't calls. That was just dropped.
But how good are you when you can turn the ball over, when you're having a 4-0 turnover ratio and you're still down by 2 points?
Oh, there's a fumble again.
It looked like that Tila was able to get back on it.
I think Tila
she lost the handle on that, and that is uncharacteristic.
Yep.
So back-to-back uncharacteristic fumbles.
That one right there could have been bad.
Because the thing is, that was a march by the Texas Elite Spartans. I thought they were going in.
I ain't taking this over.
And if you stay in that 3-man line, they're going to. If anybody from Utah is out there listening, somebody tell them, get out of the 3-man line.
Well, they did. They got out of it, Coach.
That's true. The last play was 4-man. Revis Platt
for 2.
About 2 yards. maybe 2 1/4 or 2 5/8.
Okay, my bad. 3 yards.
What'd you say?
Rufus Platt got 3 yards. Now, here's where if I'm Utah, I'm taking every second on the play clock.
But the thing is now if you're Texas Elite, now you got them where you want them. You got them in 3rd and long.
Of course you
doing
do.
a great job.
That's where you want
11
these
minutes
guys.
left to go in the game until we get some tequila.
Rivas Platt right behind her.
Fade. There's no chance.
Oh, that ball just outside the reach of number 80, Rebecca Winberg. You know, I really thought they had a chance right there. I think if Lane could have put a little air under that one, that would have been the difference. But great coverage by the Texas Elite Spartans.
Now, this is where if you're Texas, you come after the punt.
Yeah, go get it.
I wasn't a big fan of you saying come get it earlier, but now
down to 15,
now I am a –
But, see, you're not set up to do it. If you're going to do it, you got to come off this other side.
Yep.
Because if they release those people, that could be bad. And there's the kick, and it's a good angled kick, and it's going to get an okay roll.
Golly. You got to pick that ball up because it's live.
But that's, what, a 20-yard, 22, 23-yard punt?
23-yard punt, Coach.
It's down at 3, 2, 1. It's down.
And
Okay, and you can't keep giving the Texas Elite Spartans the ball in midfield.
Coach, they've had 1 first down in the second half.
You're not going to win.
They have 1 first down in the second half.
Okay.
Utah,
and somehow they still have the lead.
because Texas Elite has shot themselves in the foot.
Exactly. Now, here's the thing. Remember when we talked with Coach Magnuson earlier in the game?
Rasmussen.
Rasmussen. Where did that come from?
Magnus ver Magnuson over there.
Magnus, this world's strongest man just showed out. All right, they've gone back to their original front.
Here we go.
They still didn't slide enough.
And
Tall
there's the
sweep.
tall
Oh,
sweep
my
to
word.
Gore out on the right side, and she cuts it back.
Face mask.
And there's the ball. There's the flag on the ground for the face mask.
11-yard gain on that, and the first down. Face mask will add 15 to it. And we're looking at this being down at about the 24-yard line, Coach, maybe?
Yep.
Now, Coach, they lined up in unbalanced. And the defensive end for Utah on the unbalanced side took an inside charge on a tall sweep.
Maybe they had some kind of blitz going. I don't know.
Point being is that they ran this in the first half, right?
You're outflanked by a lineman alone.
You are outflanked. I mean, and I know that we've talked about this a lot. We have this happen to us. You know, it's hard to relay that sometimes during the game.
I mean, if you can't be out there to move them sometimes, they don't move.
Here we go.
Okay, the defensive end's inside because they thought somebody was outside of them.
Ran a line stunt right there.
You need to leave that line stunt alone because it was slow.
4 yards for Gore. What do we get right here? We got a flag on the play. Personal foul.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Wow.
Man, that's
half the distance from the 20. That's going to put the ball at the 10-yard line.
That's not something, both of these teams are very disciplined, and that's not something you see a lot. That's surprising. But I tell you what, I mean, if you're a Texas Elite Spartans fan, this is straight money right here.
Yeah, this is what you wanted, and the way that you have stifled Utah's offense in the second half. Utah just burned a timeout, Coach.
Timeout, Utah. They want to talk about it.
I would too. And I'm going to say this, that, there's 10-24 right here. A touchdown right here does not end the game.
Oh, no. You got too much time.
But you have done nothing on offense this half. Nothing. So here's what I'm thinking. And this is one of the things I used to talk about when, being a Tech fan and watching them run the option for 11 years, it would always kill me how that offense would run like a machine and then someone would magically figure out a way to stop it. Well, what happens if you play fake, one side and throw the backside seam on the other side as they're rotating the coverage?
Oh, geez.
I think they've got to throw the ball on first down. And I like to throw the ball. We've had this discussion before.
Yes.
I respect and admire what the option is because it makes everybody – you have to defend all 53 and a third. But I'm a spread guy, and the basis of the spread is so that you have to defend all 53 and a third and all 100 because you're going to have somebody running a vertical route. If Utah threw the ball on first down off the triple option fake, I think they'd bounce their head off the goalpost.
And there's Landry out there by herself.
And here comes the shift. And they're out. Good Lord, they're outflanked.
There's the snap. Just quarterback keeper around the right side.
That's a touchdown.
Oh. She takes a hard pop out of bounds right there from Ayano.
Who was that? Bushman went down.
That was Bushman on the carry. That was a nice, tough run right there. Looks like they pushed her out at about the 3-yard line.
So that's a 7-yard run right there. So here we go.
I mean, just keep doing it.
Yeah. The unbalanced look has led to a whole new, defensive mystery for Utah. Second and goal at the 3 right here.
Bushman, deep handoff to Gore. She's going to walk in.
Gore walks in.
I mean, just like that, give her 6, man. Give her 6. I tell you what, the Texas Elite Spartans have come out in the second half and said, hey, this is our game. And the only thing that has stopped the Texas Elite Spartans in the second half is the Texas Elite Spartans.
That's right. So now right here, Coach, let me ask you a question. This is a coaching question.
Okay.
Go for 2 or kick?
Oh, right here I kick.
Okay.
All right. Valdepena out to kick. There's a snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it's good. That's what we expect out of Shelby Valdepena. And for the first time tonight, the Texas Elite Spartans take the lead. The Texas Elite Spartans lead with 9:27 left in the fourth. 19, Utah Falcons 14. While we're sitting here waiting, just like to thank the Colorado School of Mines for opening their doors to us. Little tidbit here. This is the oldest football field this side of the Mississippi, and just absolutely beautiful place. Apparently, one of the best engineering schools in the country. This has all been news to me, but we've got a chance to learn quite a bit about the school itself, as well as the namesake of Marv K. Marv K. Been involved here at the Colorado School of Mines for 60 years with the athletic program. Also, the school lies in the city of Golden, where he was the mayor and a city councilman as well. Just an amazing place. Everybody here has been so nice. Again, just thank you to the Colorado School of Mines for opening your doors to us. Take a quick chance to thank both Adidas, Rydell, and Crossover for their support of the WNFC. Valdepena lines up for the kick.
All right, Coach. Huge time.
Got to respond.
Yep, Utah's got to come back with something right here.
And there's the kick. Great kick. Going to be picked up by Ayano.
Nope.
She's trying to come around the left side, and she's not going to make it. Brought down, great tackle right there by number 21 for the Texas Elite Spartans. There we go. Denisha Richardson, huge special teams play.
So 78 yards and 920, Coach.
I mean, you've got more than enough time, but do you have the juice right now?
Yeah, that's the key right there.
We really thought that if it was close in the fourth quarter that the elevation might come into play.
Right.
Because Utah
Yeah, running the football.
Utah running the football, and they play in a place where there's mountains.
But they have not done anything in the second half to help themselves. 1 first down in the second half.
So you've allowed this defense to stay fresh.
Now we got the key, Coach. Still say throw on first down.
Lane under center. Cox over the top. Rivas Platt up the gut.
Gain of 2.
See, that gain should have been 5 or 6.
And it was earlier in the game. Now, here's the thing. They've been running this no hurry up all night. Now might be the time to run the hurry up. But your defense hasn't done anything on the second half. They've gotten a turnover, but trap, counter.
Little counter right there. Looks like Cox on the carry.
So gain 1 more.
Brought down by Bowman and company.
And here comes third down and gave her a couple more than that.
So looked like Angelica Grayson came out of the game.
So it's going to be 3rd and 6 right here, Coach.
But this is what the Texas Elite Spartans have been able to do the entire second half, keep them in 3rd and long. Motion over the top, and the left guard false started. I'm not going to call her name because that's the only time an offensive lineman's name gets called is when they have a penalty.
Yep. So that'll bring up 3rd down and about 11. And that's tough right there.
And that changes things.
And Utah has played the game that they had to play to win this thing, Coach. And right now,
until the second half,
and they even, they were even able to kind of weather the storm a little bit in the second half. But right now, it's kind of all going sideways for them.
It is.
And I don't think the pop pass is going to work this time. They need something. They need to have 11 yards right here.
Lane under center. Jet motion.
Jet sweep.
And it's to give on the jet. Great play right there. Who is that? What's that number? That's Grimsley, number 13, came up and made the play. That was a huge play on the jet. If Grimsley doesn't make that play, she's still running.
And the tackle for loss sheet is starting to grow. So now you're going to punt.
Last time your punt was, what, 23 yards?
Yep.
You got to do better than that. And there's a little blooper, and it rolls out of bounds. It's barely a first down.
That is a 15-yard punt, Coach.
What that is a nail in a coffin.
Yes, it is.
Because the Texas Elite Spartans will drive in and score right here.
They get the ball at the 38-yard line.
You can't give a team this good and this explosive chances. Again, we said if Utah was going to have a chance, they were going to have to play clean and play good special teams.
And they've done everything right until the fourth quarter. You got to take some chances right here. Got to be able to handle the funky front because you're going to get an odd formation right here. They're going to give you the unbalanced look. Right now they're coming out in the eye.
Just a pro right. Motion the fullback out.
Tall sweep.
Yep.
Nope. Inside.
Straight give to Gore, who just plows her way ahead for 8. It just looks like that. I would do nothing but that.
I would run that play every time until I bounce my face off the goalpost.
I mean, I don't understand why you go to anything else.
If you're Utah, you've got to do something different right here.
I'd alternate between that straight up the gut and the toss out to the right. Yeah, because the way that Utah's aligned, they can't stop it.
I mean, we're sitting up here watching this, and we know what's fixing to happen. That's the horrible thing. Now they got to get the play off because there's at 4 seconds.
Yeah,
they're going to call a timeout.
Yeah, wise move right there by the Texas Elite Spartans to burn a timeout rather than take the penalty.
They burned that first time out of the second half right there. It's going to leave them with 2, with 6:26 here to go in the fourth quarter in a 5-point game. Hey, Coach, it sounds like we're, being really disparaging, but we're in this game right now. We've got our coaching hats on.
Oh, there's no question. Hey, just to give you guys some insight into some of the conversations we had before the game, everybody predicted a tight game, save one, and let's see. That was Bushman. She said she wanted to hang 55.
Yes, she did.
Now she didn't say she would score 55, but she said that was her goal.
That's what she wanted to do. And as a quarterback, every game I played, I wanted to hang 55.
Well, and the most important thing is both of y'all said it was going to be realistically a 2 or a 4 point ball game. I got that up there on there right now.
Well, that's fixing to change. It's fixing to be a 5-7, so it's fixing to be a 12-point game.
12-point game.
Okay, so my 34-10 matchup doesn't sound too bad. Need a turnover here. I mean, we're 6:26 on the clock here.
No, if Utah doesn't generate a turnover, they lose.
I would agree. Based on its 19-4, they did not show up the second half.
No,
there were some adjustments made by Texas.
I don't know that they didn't show up. I think Texas showed up.
Well, the most important thing is adjustments were made.
Oh yeah, definitely.
At this point, yeah.
Some of those adjustments weren't very good.
Gore motions to the slot.
There it is.
Start.
That's what has killed Texas.
Golly, Landry false starts right there.
And I can't even believe the ball was going to her.
And she's upset with herself.
Yeah, she is.
Okay.
So 2nd and 2 turns into 2nd and 7.
Still second down and about 7.
What? He just assessed the penalty to the
What?
Falcons?
What in the world?
What just happened?
He pointed the wrong way.
Come on, buddy. Wake up.
They haven't assessed the penalty yet. It was a false start, dude.
Okay, what's the conversation
There's
about?
no conversation about this. It was a false start.
Mike, how do you
It's
screw that up?
Got me, man. I'm just here to watch the game.
All right, so
they're outflanked so bad.
And now they put somebody else
They're
out
still
here.
outflanked so bad.
You can't play it like that.
A play action fake.
Bushman drops, getting lots of pressure.
Look at that.
Sacked. Huge play right there by Bruner. And I'm sorry, that wasn't Bruner. That was 44 for the Falcons. Alcala. That was a huge play.
The kicker made a sack?
Yeah.
All right, man.
Go out and tell your friends and neighbors we got a ball game here with roughly 6 minutes remaining. Let's get 1,000 viewers in social media. We're sitting right around the 6:15 mark. Let's get 400 of your friends to join in, and let's kick that 1,000 mark over here. Step your game up.
They better hurry.
They're going to waste another.
Did you interrupt?
3, 2, 1. Oh, they got it off. Nobody was set.
Pump.
Incomplete. Don't throw the flag because that was
good. This is good D.
Yep.
I mean, it was close, but it was just good D.
Yep. So that's going to bring up 4th down and 12 right here, Coach. If you're Texas, you punt. No matter what you think, you punt. You have the lead. You're playing from the position of
cough and kick it
of strength right here. Don't go for it.
Cough and kick it to the corner.
Because if you don't get this right here, it's a momentum change. If you punt it, even if it goes into the end zone, they still got to go 80.
I might try to draw them off right here to shorten it up if I'm going to go for it.
Well, that's one way to look at it.
Doubles. DeGraff and Reed in the backfield. Bushman in the gun. 4-man rush. All day for Bushman to throw. Ball
incomplete. Oh, Lord, they called a penalty.
Oh, my goodness.
They threw a penalty oh, my word, where the person threw the penalty.
I take it you're not feeling real well
about
that.
Oh, my God, you cannot call that.
I think they're saying it was a hold.
Are they going to wave it off?
But did you see the person that threw the penalty, Coach? The line judge down here.
Okay, let me tell you what happened. The line judge is young. and Odessa was working the line judge. She was all in his ear. I guarantee that's what happened.
Oh, if they call this penalty, I would not want to be that guy.
Because I would have lost my mind.
Oh, I would. There ain't no would have. The definition of insanity would have shown up.
This happened to me 2 years ago.
Are they going to talk her out?
A guy threw from the other side of the field, and I started screaming.
They're going to wave it off.
That you can't let the coach make your
They're
calls
waving
for
it
you.
off. Yep, they're waving it off, guys.
That's not fourth down. It's first down.
No, it's fourth down. They're waving it off.
It's first down then for Utah. It's not fourth down, buddy. It's first down.
They're waving it off. They talked that out.
Yeah, I can't tell you how mad I'd be.
Would you be done?
On either side, I'd be furious.
Just based on that whole situation, I understand.
On either side, I'd be outraged. If I'm the head coach for the Texas Elite Spartans, I'm like, how can you throw a flag and then not back it up?
Yep.
But did you not see what happened? But the flag was thrown from a position that should not have thrown that flag.
Exactly. If they would have caught it from the now the player of the game is Rasan Gore.
Yeah. All right. Under center. Motion right there. Fumble on the ground. Man.
Texas gets it back.
Texas gets the ball back.
Spartans have come up with a huge turnover here.
Texas dodges a bullet right there. That's the thing, though. If you run the option, you have to anticipate at least a fumble per game. Would you agree with that?
I agree.
There's too many people touching the ball for there not to be something go wrong. You know, and unfortunately, as you start to get tired, oftentimes you become a little careless.
That is true.
And that's not a knock on anybody. That's a fact. But the Texas Elite Spartans dodge a bullet right there.
And now with 5:22.
And now it's back in their hands. And I would run the ball until Utah's nose bled.
Right down.
Just like this. And Gore's just running the zone. And there she goes. She stays up. Yeah, I would do that over and over again.
16 more for Gore. And another first down.
Great play, great run there by Gore, brought down by a host of Falcons. I tell you what, this is it right here. I mean, if you're the Utah Falcons, you have to hold them to 3 right here, because there's just not enough time for you to score twice. I mean, theoretically there is, but realistically there's not.
Yeah, but when we're looking at it from a position of the offense they run. False start.
False start right there on the Texas Elite Spartans. And, you know.
1st and 15. And realistically, Coach, you know, the only person that, you know, the only team that stopped Texas Elite in the second half
is the Texas Elite Spartans. And I tell you what, again, there would not be a whole clipboard on the sideline at this point. I would have snapped all of them.
Coach Kingsley would have thrown all of his.
You know, I had to have a box of hats for the ones that I've thrown on the ground. And some of the players would have thought their names were dadgummit.
That would have been nice compared to what I would have been saying.
There's a toss out to the left. Gore staying up.
It's going to carry for 2 right there, Coach. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 13.
I tell you what, the Utah defense slow getting up right now.
Yeah, but they can't. I mean, there's 3:45.
This is a gut check right here.
It's 2nd down and 13. The worst you can do right here is give up a field goal, because that keeps it in an 8-point game.
It's still a 1 possession.
Yeah. If I'm Texas Elite, I am running the play clock down every time to 1 second before I snap it.
Without a doubt. And if they get the ball, they're going to go 80 with it.
Yes, sir.
And on their offense, that's not always easy to do. Pro right eye. Bushman, deep handoff to Gore. Gore comes around the outside. Hey, great job right there. Who is that? What number is that? Is that 58? 55?
55, it looks like.
Great job right there by 55 for the Utah Falcons. That's Summer Nelson. She was fighting through a block and reached out and grabbed a set of grabbed Gore's shoulder pads and was able to trip her up.
And it's 3rd and 10, Coach.
And the clock is she is a ticking.
Yes. And Utah has those timeouts left.
Yeah, I guess we're saving them for offense.
Well, I would, funny thing about it, there it is.
Bushman drops. Throws down the right side.
Incomplete.
That ball's going to fall incomplete. And unfortunately for Texas, you stop the clock.
All right,
and that's going to bring up 4th down.
It would be a 40-yard field goal from right here. Looks like Valdepena's coming on the field. Or is she coming on the field? Nope. They're going.
If I'm Texas Elite, I send Valdepena out and fake it.
That would be a great call.
I mean, it's scary to do stuff like that, but in games like this, sometimes you kind of have to throw caution to the wind.
Yep.
And you can play to hold on or you can play to win.
Yep.
Playing to hold on is typically a bad idea. Bushman in the gun. There's a snap. She drops.
Will
she got the graph and
Gore.
read in the flats.
Oh, she missed her.
She had the graph and read the flats. Look at the graph and read.
Yep, both of them.
There's nobody out there.
If she makes a better throw to Gore, it's a touchdown and the game's over. But, dog, man, Utah dodges another bullet, Coach.
The graph and reads out there and cue up the music. All by myself.
Don't want to be?
Exactly. In this game, you want to be.
Copyright violation all by myself. Gentlemen, y'all have done a great job. You have been.
Was it so good that you could make out the tune?
No.
Okay.
When I think about certain things, I mean, this is coming down 2 minutes. Can they drive? 2 minutes, 18 seconds. You got a 2-minute warning.
2 timeouts and a 2-minute warning.
So you can stop the clock 3 times.
Okay.
You got to throw the ball on 1st down right here.
And can they do it?
Oh, they can do it. They got the seam route to the right now.
Lane under center. Cox over motion. Lane keeps it, pitches it to Cox. Cox has got a block. She gets the edge. She cuts it up. And Wisely runs out of bounds. Looks like they're going to give her about 9. If you're going to run the ball, that's how it's got to be done.
1st down. Gave her 10.
If we were watching this on radio, I tell you one thing, gentlemen, we would think that they're about to score. The voice in you. Can you not be a homer right now? They're going to call a timeout.
I don't typically watch things on the radio.
Well,
I'm going to go there first.
That's your business, gentlemen.
Why are they winding the clock? Shouldn't the clock be stopped?
You sound like.
Let's see what the Whitecap says. Hey, let's hear him. You think he's got something to say? We raised his mic up.
I have no idea. Oh, they moved the clock up to 2:09.
All right, I'll kill his mic here.
Hey, good job. Hey,
all right.
Maybe just hurt his mic. All right.
Have to kill it.
Lane under center. Motion across the top.
Counter.
Give on the counter. Back up underneath.
Nice.
But plays like that take a long time.
Well, it's going to the 2-minute warning, Coach.
That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So with 2 minutes left in the inaugural WNFC championship game, the 9 Cup, it's 19-14, Texas over Utah. Utah has the ball. It is in their hands right now. I'll tell you what, this has been a great game. I think this is what everybody had hoped this would be. If you're not here, you're missing out on the atmosphere, but I'm glad you're tuned in.
Oh, and when I say tuned in, we're peaking right around 700 viewers.
Peeking at them?
peeking. Just, I mean, over the hills and through the woods to Mother's house we go.
It's Grandma. But
I mean, it can be Mother's too. I mean, the most important thing right now is Rydell and Adidas. I mean, there's been a lot of things. We've shown the Breakfast of Champions winners. We want to say congratulations to them. Just to let you know, for the individuals talking to you the whole night, 660,743 great white sharks got them here today. That's the distance that we took. But most importantly, football field, 26,294 football fields got you here.
I was close.
You were very close, very close. I'm hoping for a win here from the Falcons just because it'd be great. But let's take it away, gentlemen.
All right, motion across right there. Reverse. It looks like Winberg's got the ball. She's trying to turn up. I tell you what, that was a fantastic job. Fantastic job by number 21 for the Texas Elite Spartans, Denisha Robertson, fighting through a block, coming up and making a play on that reverse. And even more important, she stayed at home.
Where did Craig go in this situation, man? He just left.
He said he had stuff to do.
You know what?
Said his mom called.
Hey, as long as it wasn't his grandma, we're good. 1:53 on the clock. Second down and 8. It's 4-down territory.
I think we're going to get a hold right here.
Going back 10 yards.
No, personal foul is what they called. I tell you what, that'll throw a wrench in things. In this offense, that's what we call a drive killer.
Destroyed the drive right there.
And so, in my opinion, I'm going to go ahead and jinx it and say that's the ball game.
There you go.
Lane under center, motion across the top. She drops the fake up, throws into traffic.
Almost caught that.
My goodness. That was a risky throw.
Not necessarily risky business here. Third down and forever, almost third down and 18. Even though both of you picked the Falcons, if the Elite win, do I get anything out of this situation?
No, because you were wrong.
Pat on the back.
The score was all wrong.
34-10 was my pick.
So 34-10 is 19-14.
It's been a great game.
I'd say you're way off.
I appreciate you saying what I'm saying here.
Motion over the top. Bushman drops.
Screen.
Deflected. Great play right there. Great play right there by the Texas Elite Spartans defense.
And it wasn't going anywhere anyway.
Who was that
Coach.
got their hands up?
The defensive end on this side. I can't see the number right now.
I think that was Bowman.
1:33 on the clock.
Is that 5'2" or 5'5"?
5'7", Coach.
5'7". Okay. So it was indeed Bowman. I was right. I should know to trust myself because I'm right most of the time.
There you go.
Based on the courts. 4th down and 18 here. If we do get a changeover downs, I will announce the players of the game. It's been given to me in a sealed envelope.
It's going to be a sprint out to the right.
It's pronounced envelope.
This is a sprint out to the right, Coach.
Motion. Option right there. Cox. Lane destroyed on the play. Cox try.
Okay.
You can't go out of – 4th down.
Just throw the ball up in the air.
It's 4th down.
You got 2 timeouts.
I tell you what, the Texas Elite Spartans
are going to win the
have played a great game.
They came out second half.
And they overcame a whole lot of adversity.
They did. Came out in the second half.
That's the mark of a great team, is a team that can have things go wrong, because penalty-wise, this evening has been a disaster for them.
Oh, it is.
Turnover-wise, this evening has been a disaster, yet you prevail.
8 penalties, 3 turnovers, 1 botched punt snap, and with 126, they can take a knee.
Texas Elite, I imagine, is good. Man, they hand it off.
They do.
And run to the end zone. That's 27. And another first down. That's the 16th first down of the game right here.
I want to have y'all announce it once it gets to the final minute here. I'll have y'all announce it for both player of the games. They'll be handing out awards here. We'll be staying live. Make sure you tell everybody to stay with us.
Clock is moving.
They all heard us
under
on that.
1 minute.
I didn't hit the mute button on that. they all heard. I was talking to the mic, and they didn't hit the mute button. Hey, You know, you got to protect me there, Jennifer.
Clock's ticking down, folks. Please stay with us for the post-game festivities.
As I said, we'll be announcing the player of the game here shortly. I'm not a smart man.
But you know what love is.
I know.
Peas and carrots, right?
I'm telling you, man, it's been a long 3 days. They're going to call a timeout here. Okay, with that, we're going to announce the offense and defensive player of the game. I'm going to announce I'm going to let Craig talk a little bit about the offensive player of the game. Offensive player of the game is going to go to Rashawn Gore from Texas Elite. Talk to me a little bit about her stats.
Right now, she's got 2 touchdowns. She has 2 receptions for 28 yards and
as he's counting there,
17 carries, Coach. 17 carries for 100 yards.
Okay. I mean, that's just amazing in the sense, do you feel like she deserves the offensive player of the game?
Yes, definitely.
And since of churning out 19 points here with 36 seconds. After this play here, we will announce the defensive player of the game here shortly. Coach Collins, take it away, buddy.
All right. Bushman under center. And it's a deep handoff to Gore.
Okay, more than 100 yards now.
She gets wrapped up.
Clock is ticking here. Defensive player of the game.
Bruner in there on the tackle.
Speaking of that, Coach Collins, go ahead and give us the defensive player of the game.
That's going to be Bruner from the Utah Falcons. Kayla Bruner. We had a chance to talk to Miss Bruner today, and she was super excited about the game, predicted the close game, and it came true. Of course, she had hoped that it would come out on the different side than tonight, but I think it's been a great game, really hard fought. I think both teams have done the WNFC proud tonight, and the game lived up to its billing.
I definitely would agree with you on that part in the sense of the billing perspective. What have you felt like what's in the future here for the 2020 WNFC? What do you think, both of you gentlemen here? Talk to me. Adam, talk to me first.
Texas Elite Spartans are the stuff until somebody proves otherwise.
Okay. But, is there anybody else going to challenge them in the Atlantic Conference?
In the Atlantic Conference, I think Atlanta could. I think Atlanta is gonna have to. Atlanta's you have to play. You have to play a game like this though, where you play keep away with them, and Atlanta has to do a better job of playing clean. You can't have penalties. You can't have turnovers. That's just if you're going to beat a great team, that's what it takes.
All right, do you punch it in here, or are you just kind of doing the dirty work right now?
Well, it looks like she's going to get in.
No, she's not.
Down at the 1.
And they're going to time run out. Looks like that's how it's going to end the game here. And as night falls here in Golden, Colorado, Score 58 Network has just had a wonderful time this year with the WNFC. We've got Adam Collins and Craig Chapman, and want to congratulate. They're going to call. The clock is running down here, 7:65.
Yeah, I was wondering why they stopped the clock.
Yeah,
they did
for the first down.
To be able to do that, but they are going to run the clock. We are going to look to see where everybody's at and the celebration that the Elite is experiencing right now. Congratulations to the Texas Elite Spartans out of the Atlantic Conference here. The very first championship here in the 9 Cup.
And that celebration shows a lot because they talked about family, didn't they, Coach?
They did.
They did. That's one of the things before the game is I knew Texas Elite had a really good shot because when we talked to Gore, she talked about unity and family and continuity and perseverance. When we talked to Valdepina, she talked about family and belief in one another. And when we talked to Bushman, she talked about the coaches' expectations are set so high and that they fight for one another no matter what. And when you can play like that, I've said it all the time, it sounds cliche, but great teams love each other.
And I had miscalculated. Gore finished with 18 carries for 120 yards and 2 touchdowns.
With that, she'll become the offensive player of the game for the very first WNFC 2019 9 Cup. They're getting ready for the handshakes here with the Utah Falcons, and I'm a fan of the Pacific Conference between Utah Rebellion, San Diego Surge, and the Seattle Majestics. Those are great 4 teams. I want to see if the Denver Bandits, Lady Bandits, can bring anything to the mix next year to be able to do that. It's great. And to be here in Denver over the past, realistically, 2-3 days, You know, and when somebody thinks, hey, how far did you drive to experience this 19-14 win? We're simply going to say 69,196 Millennium Falcons. I mean, that's what we're saying. And that's what's important to keep that in mind. It's been a great atmosphere. The most important thing to think about is what is to come. We sat in the Breakfast of Champions. We watched people talk about women's football here in the WNFC and what is projected. And I believe Adidas has the right mindset, but most importantly, the board of the WNFC has the right mindset. And it's been a great year. It's 85 days in. This is day 85, and the championship has been crowned. Last kind of concept here. I'm going to hand it over to Adam and Craig. Give us some final thoughts.
Great job, great game. It's been a fantastic day. Just the way everything has been run so professionally, and I know that sounds ridiculous because it's a professional league, but we've been involved with things that are so-called professional that don't seem that way.
Exactly.
And this is a top-notch thing, and there's nothing but brighter days on the horizon for the WNFC, in my opinion.
And I just want to say, when you get to that this is the first title game for the WNFC. You couldn't ask for a better game.
No.
I mean, close game, fourth quarter. The team that had blown everybody out all year is tested, has to come back down at halftime, and has the wherewithal to do that. Exactly what you wanted to see. The Utah Falcons played a great game.
They did. I mean, unanswered points. How many unanswered points was it? 14 or 13?
13 unanswered points.
13 unanswered points here in the 9 Cup Championship. When you look at our predictions, it doesn't give kind of an outside, but I mean, most importantly, it's hard to stay undefeated.
Yeah.
And Texas did that.
And it's hard to beat somebody
twice.
It is. Both of y'all saying that, coaches. Y'all crack me up with that. And it's just been a great season overall-wise. I know we're on the cusp of other seasons right now playing into it, but to see these two teams out here, as you can see to the right, we have the Utah Falcons, and to the left, we have the champions of the 9 Cup, the WNFC. They're about to award the championship and also the offensive and defensive player. It will be on the mic of the referee. We'll see how that plays out. They did come up and ask me for a mic. I giggled, and I laughed. I was like, yeah, ours don't reach that far based on genetics. So
genetics?
Genetics do that. It just doesn't reach that far. So, but, I mean, it's really been a nice atmosphere. Somewhat sad to see it kind of come to a close. Adidas, Rydell, crossover, Sheraton, the Marriott for the Utah Falcons.
Denver, Colorado.
I've had a lot of fun this season. Being able to call so many games, just thinking about all this.
Oh, definitely to sit back on that.
The only thing I look forward to next year is when we do Game of the Weeks on location. I am stoked about that.
I'm not taking y'all anywhere. If y'all looked at my bill right now, I leave y'all alone for breakfast, and y'all roll up that kind of bill on breakfast.
Yeah, but our bill was good until you called an order.
Yeah, it was only like $80 until you decided to add your order.
I just want shrimp and grits and get Jennifer taken care of. I only can do what I can do. You only had 4 people at $80.
Well, just
man.
so you know, Joey wanted to stop by McDonald's.
I can hear that.
And he wanted to go to Denny's.
Throw him under the bus, man. It's okay. All right, let's see what happens here. We're kind of waiting for the mic here. I'm going to kind of keep my hands on. We're not going to go anywhere here. It's 9:57 Mountain Standard Time. For those people on the East Coast, you're probably already in bed. For those people on the Central Coast, I think that would be only Texas at that part. The Central Coast, you don't like that? Is that Valdo?
It is.
Hand him the mic, man. Let's see if we can get him on
The mic
here.
is in your room.
The mic is in my room? Well, that is not good.
You might want to holler at him.
Hand him the mic, man. Let him talk a little bit about it. Let him talk a little bit about daughter. Craig, hand him the headphones here, man.
Here you go.
Talk to you a little bit about Valdo. Valdo, can you hear me, buddy?
I'm here.
All right, you are here. Congratulations. Talk to us a little bit about your excitement here with your daughter reigning in the 9 Cup.
Well, when it got down there towards the end and I thought maybe they were going to give that an opportunity to kick a field goal, I'm thinking to myself, so you wanted to be a kicker. Because kind of like in soccer, you wanted to be a goalie, right?
Right.
But, man, what an amazing championship game. I couldn't have asked for a better game. Of course, I'm rooting for the Spartans, but
and that's okay. You got your daughter playing as the kicker. You got to root for the Spartans.
Absolutely,
man. But we got a good game, 19-14.
Absolutely, I'm so impressed with what the
13 unanswered points here in the second half. You're down at halftime. What are you thinking at halftime?
Well, what I'm thinking is, I know we can come out. We're going to score points. One thing that's to our advantage, unfortunately for the Falcons, is we've talked about this all year. When you don't turn those turnovers into points, you're giving the Spartans plenty of opportunity to bust the game wide open. So
I definitely agree with that. I mean, and the most important thing is when you're looking at it, it's 13 unanswered, but you still got a whole another half, and you rolled off 13 points right now.
Absolutely. And I knew coming in the second half that the Texas team was going to be really fired up. They've been playing for this all year long. I think they came in a little bit overconfident, thinking that there was going to be another, seasonal game where there was going to be a blowout. But I'll tell you what.
It was a good game. I mean, weather accordingly. I mean, and one thing that we were looking forward to as we were driving over here, we said, I wonder if we'll get an opportunity to speak. And you were actually the PA, and you couldn't even be on the field. So, you were even handicapped a little bit to say that you couldn't. And you did a great job of being politically correct. I appreciate that, man.
Oh, absolutely. And it's hard, especially I'm usually down on the sidelines, standing next to my daughter and, trying to keep her calm and giving her a little bit of advice, but I wasn't able to do that today. But, again, she's a big girl. She's learned a lot, and she's learning stuff every day. And just so proud of what she's doing here for women's football.
The travel that she has to do alone. Adam, go ahead, buddy.
Let me ask you this, and you can be politically incorrect here. In my opinion, tonight, in my mind, the Texas Elite Spartans went from a good team to a great team because – you were facing, because I count the punt down punt as a turnover, in my opinion. You're looking at basically a 4-0 because the interception that they got was on fourth down. It wasn't really that big a factor. You're looking at a 4-0 turnover ratio and penalties just hitting you one after another, ruining drives, but you overcame. And to me, that's the mark of a great team.
Many times we were pushed back, second and 15, third and 12, first and 20, and be able to, pick yourselves up from that and still get a first down. Again, you're executing what you need to do. Penalties did kill us. I mean, that's something, like I said. And like I said, that's any team that plays the Texas Elite Spartans or any team that plays that's not going to make a lot of mistakes, you got to capitalize on the mistakes.
There's no doubt about that. What'd you think of the
atmosphere?
Of the atmosphere, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I was thinking definitely about that. Appreciate the wink.
I thought it was great. I mean, the fans came out here in full force for both sides. A lot of Utah fans here, a lot of Texas fans here. Again, I think the atmosphere was a great football atmosphere. And, the WNFC needs to take this and promote it to some of the people that are needing to get behind this, because you put something like this on the field, people are going to want to come see it.
I would agree. It was very interesting to watch how everybody in Denver has responded to this.
Yeah.
Well, Valdo, we appreciate everything so much. Thank you so much for stopping by. Before I saw you kind of creep in a little bit and give handshakes, I'm like, we got to put him on. So thanks so much, man. And we look forward to battling you next year.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking to see what happens in the offseason.
How many teams join us?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. It's going to be a very interesting couple of weeks, to say the least.
I definitely think this is the Premier League, and if we can just get everybody bored and on the same page, man, we can go so far with this and get these girls what they need, the recognition they need.
We've worked with others, and I agree with you.
Yep. But it's there. We just got to get somebody to take notice and see what these great athletes can do here.
Well, go down there and celebrate with your daughter.
I will.
Be safe going all the way back to Texas.
You guys, too, back to Atlanta. And thank you guys so much for what you guys do. You've made it a fantastic season as well, so we really appreciate what you guys do.
Well,
thank
appreciate it. Thanks so much.
All right. Y'all take care.
All right. This is Bo McMichael with Adam Collins and Craig Chapman. The WNFC TV live telecast will be coming to the end. And just want to say thank you very much to the city of Denver, but also the Sheraton, crossover, Rydell and Adidas, but to my staff as well. They've done a great job dealing with me.
Yes, we have.
No further ado on that part, but we're going to definitely get moving in that direction. They look like they're going to try to announce the trophy. Hopefully, if we can get one of our Robert to motion in on that part, we'll get to see what the trophy looks like and see how what happens. The commissioner of the league, Candace Mitchell, will be handing the trophy over to the Texas Elite. It is a windy day out there.
It certainly is.
And you can see that flag, and I'm like, wow, that's some good times right there. Hopefully we have a restaurant that we'll be partaking in here at 10 o'clock here shortly.
Well, it is Saturday night, so they shouldn't be closed.
No.
Yeah, I think we're going to be in luck, my friend.
You think we are?
I do.
All right, well, that's good to know. All right, well,
and I'm typically right. So.
Well, you're typically wrong, so based on your driving skills. But, it has been a wonderful 3-day mass experience. Jennifer Colbert, Robert Reed, Joey Russo, Joey Lawrence, and Joey, I don't know what else I call him.
Buttafuoco.
No, I definitely don't call him Buttafuoco. But we're glad to have everybody with us. And it's been a wonderful experience between Joey, Robert, Jennifer, myself, Adam, and Craig bringing you this particular experience here at the 9 Cup. They're doing an overall picture, which is great. We're going to can stay here with us.
Can stay here?
Can stay here. Hey, man, you just break down the equipment, man, while you're talking to me, buddy. It has been a long day.
I've been here.
I know you have, and you've dealt with me very well. Overall wise, gentlemen, what are you hoping for here in 2020?
2020, I look forward to the game of the week. That's one of the things we're really excited about. Adidas and Rydell getting us out to a game each week in the summertime. That's going to be awesome. I'm really hoping we don't drive to every game.
Oh, we're definitely going to drive to every game based on your skills, man. We definitely drive. Why wouldn't we drive to Las Vegas? I mean, we proved that we could do it in 2 days.
This is true,
But we would never make it back.
I can't wait to see, all these great teams play in person. Obviously we're going to have to fly to Seattle.
It's just right around the river bend there at Pocahontas.
Yeah, that's a long ride, man.
I'll tell you, man.
Long river bend.
It is a long river bend. Well, congratulations. Craig, last thoughts, buddy?
Been a lot of fun doing this. A lot of good football. A lot of well-coached football,
I can't be more excited about 19-14, Craig.
Yeah, we wanted a game and we got a game.
We did. And a little bit of turns here, a little bit of turns there. I mean, we could be looking at different things. I'm impressed, like you said, Adam, that they stepped out and really became a great team tonight. I think they definitely were not prepared for that first half. And that first half, 14-6 going into halftime. But they held them to 0.
It's hard not to look past somebody you just beat 55-10.
I'm going to agree, but it's more important that you can right the ship in the second half and come out of halftime and get going.
They gave up 1 first down in the second half.
That's amazing. Well, congratulations, most importantly, to they dunked OJ. Congratulations, OJ. OJ's not done look like she's okay with that. It's not too cold, too hot on that part. Congratulations to that. I do look forward to the time that the ATL might be representing. There's a lot of work to do to get that to that point, but we appreciate everybody tuning in and watching us. We've had great numbers tonight. This is a great step your game up, momentum here into the future. So with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and fade to black. Adam, last thoughts. Give you one chance to speak. One word.
Yep.
All right. He's a man of many words there. Craig, you one word.
Growth.
All right. Yep, and growth. I will say thank you. And I will say see you in 2020.
Thank you's 2 words.
There's always somebody in the group. Always somebody in the group. You got to just let me be, buddy. Let it be. Let it be and let it be. All right. Take care of yourselves out there in football land. WNFC, great job. Year 1's in the book. Look forward to seeing you in year 50. Take care.